All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday night, Thursday morning. I was on a manhunt. I was looking for Alex Garcia's missing Sylveon slab. So I was down there looking all over for it. I didn't find it. And then I got this message from Miss Alexandra Noor, and it looks like his slab is pictured amongst her cards. Although maybe it's possible we just had two of them, but it looks just like his. And then I went down to go look through her stuff, and I could not find that slab there. So my suspicion is Alexis has it in another location. That's my suspicion. My suspicion is Miss Alexandra has a lot of cards, a lot of slabs, and it's sitting in another location. I think, unless she shipped out or something. I don't know. But anyway, so I think we're closer to finding where Mr. Alex Garcia's Sylveon slab is. Tonight's stream shall be, what should tonight's stream be? A new Nidoking break. Yep, we have a new Nidoking break. What's close? Ghastly half done. Let's see. Hot One Piece break. And pricing slabs. I feel like that title's kind of boring. I'm going to say new giveaway. We need a new giveaway. And then I'm going to say new Nidoking break. All right. So new giveaway, new Nidoking break. And then I don't think we have any new sets on the menu. Yeah, we do. We got new GA Bunko Weiss. All right. New GO Bunko Weiss. And let's see. What else? Oh, last day of gym challenges. So it's time to start up the new gym challenges. Okay, I'm throwing this away. It is the 25th. That's the end of the gym challenges. Here's Joshua Whipple. Here's Joshua Whipple. All right, so Joshua Whipple. We got your shipping, Mr. Josh. I'm going to close this. And I'm going to open this. Okay, let me open up my iPad. Oops. All right, let's go ahead and open this. What's up, guys? How's it going, man? We'll open up this website. Very good. All right, let's get this all put together, shall we? We're not done setting the stream up. So we need to, first of all, add the website. We need to pin it. Okay, we're pinning the website. And now I believe we need to set this on. I don't know why this is automatically off. All right. There we go. So that's set up. So we have the website. Is it pinned? Let's go ahead and pin it. Pin. All right, the website's pinned. Did we ping the Discord server? I actually don't remember. Oops, that's not what I want. Close that. Let's grab this. Let's head over to the Discord server. We'll head right over here to the feed. And we'll say at here. We're going live for Wednesday night. There we go. All right. How nice. All right, so Josh, let me get this shipping. All right, and it's a heavier box, so we're going to set it up for that. Okay, set the dimensions. We're going to hit print postage, and it's going to say we need to check for up-to-date rates. All right, so it's calculating the postage now. That's good. Let's see. We'll jump over here. Log in from a new device. Yes, that was me. Oh, let's go ahead and reset this. It's not showing your comments again. Ooh, I didn't bring a drink in here. We need a drink in here. Hello, mister. How are you? What's up, Gigi Suave? Mister, do you keep all the cards for the Weiss Marvel packs? For the Weiss Marvel packs. I mean, if there's a cool bulk card, you can ask for it. But yeah, for the most part, we just remove bulk. It's a good system because, you know, the table's so crowded already. It's really badly crowded. All right. Sometimes if a pack's really expensive, you keep all the bulk. I think the cutoff point for that is like $35. So anything below 35, we just treat it like bulk. Okay, here's PayPal logging me out. That's good. This is new Minecraft music, apparently. It's pretty boring sounding so far. How long is this? This is 24 minutes long. Let's see. We're going to click on latest Minecraft OST. I don't know. It sounds too, like, indistinctive. Is that a word? Let's see. Happy Gas Bro OST. Now, see, this is only 20 minutes. I want the new songs and the old songs mixed together. Did no one post that? Here we go. 6 hours long. Here we go. This is probably what we're looking for. These are the droids we're looking for. All right. Well, it's Wednesday night. Time to have some fun. Time to work on our collections. We got these beautiful breaks in front of us. If you're looking for a chance to pull something, Trico Vintage, Ghastly Vintage, One Piece magazine cover artwork. Charizard 151, really nice, 8 spots deep already. Giovanni's Nidoking, so we have all these breaks running. Oops, the gang's not here. We just started. Consignment channel needs updating, I think. Oh, for the Pikachu, well, the way it works is we take a picture of it when we pull the Pikachu off the table. Let's see, do you keep all the cards for the Weiss Marvel packs? Oh, I already answered that question. That's right, I already answered that question. Let's see. I think I was thinking about grabbing a consignment slab and turning it into a consignment break. We haven't had a consignment break in a good while, have we? Let's see if there's anything that's real deserving of that. The trick is you have to find something people might actually jump into. Like Lumpy Space Princess. Oh, like this one. This is kind of neat. Edilberto Mendoza. Let's see. What do we have? We got some Halo. Halo's not moving, huh? It's because it's not a 10. People buy it when it's a 10. If it's an 8 or a 7, they go, meh. Here's a Foxy Mama. That's a cool one. Pikachu. That's pretty nice. Cindy. That could be a really small one. That's a Tammy break. Mega Absol. That's cool. Here's Gengar. What's that? Tyler Land? I can steal that from him. Here's Sanrio characters. I like this one a lot. I don't know if it would move. I feel like this one would move. This is a John Lucas card. All right, new consignment break, guys. John Lucas waifu break. We haven't had a waifu break in a while. So this waifu break will be directly on the table. All right, first step, let me see what it's going for these days, okay? That's important. Needs to be selling for the same price that we're putting it up on the table for. All right, let's see. That's a saucy card, man. Our group opens a lot of saucy cards. I don't know if you guys noticed that. All right, we put it in as 069 Freya. So there's one for sale online. It's about 114. Let me check sold. No data on last sold. Let me try typing in Weiss Freya. Might get different results. Aha! Okay, we do get different results. Here's a different one for $105. Now let's check sold. It sold in May for $100. So $100 is correct. All right, cool. So I think what we'll do is we're going to grab one of these stickers. All right. Here's a pretty saucy card for $25. 1 and 4. C for consignment. John Lucas on the back. Do you think anyone will ever get in trouble for the Epstein files? Well, for someone to get in trouble, I think there has to be kind of a victim coming forward saying, hey, this guy went after me or something. So I think in some cases people have gotten in trouble for it. In particular, Jeffrey Epstein. There we are. C for consignment. There it goes. All right. For everyone else, I think you have to prove that they actually did something. That's the tricky part. You actually have to prove that something happened. All right. I'm going to start working on deck number 2 now. 260, 280, 250, 350. Perfect. Crustle. We got some hollows here. Any fun hollows? Anything cool? Swirlix. Swirlix is pretty cute. So we're working on deck number 4. You guys are welcome to join it. You can make a simple 1-card donation. It could be any card. It doesn't matter what card it is. It could be a card worth a penny. It could be a card worth $1. It could be a card worth $10. It's just whatever you feel like donating. But we're building up deck number 4 because deck number 3 is about to be given away to either Miss Six or Mr. Surge. Looks like it's going to be those two guys going up against each other. You have to prove something happened, and all the proof is in the Orange Man FBI hands. Good luck with that. Were they actually eating human? I don't know. That one sounds a bit extreme. There it is. All right. It does sound like there was some, you know, rule breaking, sex abuse of minors. So that will probably be the main crime. But the question, like, so they have a picture of Bill Gates there, right? And they have a picture of him, and he's like in a pool or something like that. It looks really bad, right? Because you're hanging out with a bad dude. Okay, but did Bill Gates actually do something to an underage girl? Well, there needs to be some proof and evidence. Like a girl needs to come forward and say, like, yeah, I was abused by Bill. Go take him down or something like that. So that needs to happen. I don't know if he's been accused by anybody of anything. Here it is. And if there's no evidence other than he was in a pool with Jeffrey Epstein, what are they going to do? I mean, that's not illegal. It is. Obviously, he had a extramarital affair with Monica Lewinsky, but she was of age. So there's no, like, history of him doing stuff. As far as I know, there's no pictures of him doing stuff. Yeah, it's not illegal to go swimming. It is. All right, so a lot of these will just be my donations. We got to get some energy cards in here, too. Some energy cards. Stay indoors, am I right? What are you talking about? All right, we'll grab these. Who won the Sylve? The Sylve? The rich and powerful on both sides are almost always protected. Yeah, it's also very easy to just assume that they're all horrifying creatures of the night. Because they're, like, you know, obscenely wealthy. But again, it's like, you know, you need, like, some kind of evidence. That's just all it comes down to. Like, there needs to be some kind of evidence that something actually happened. And then you can go after them quite quickly. All right. Let's see. I'm going to hit refresh. Mysteriously, all the victims sometimes die. Which victims are you talking about? Here's Eddie Mendoza, 2 live customs. Yes, sir. Mr. Eddie. His name is Eddie. We got a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So we have a $25 consignment break. It's this Freya Princess Jyoral 10. Here it is. And here it is. Oh my God, that's 2 cold ones. Lots of cold ones popping out of those live customs for a while now. I'm going to put these right next to my right side here. And then, pretty sure I have a large Pikachu, don't I? Did I only have a large Gengar? Wait a second, I got to stand up. Did I have a large Pikachu as well? Well, let me see. There's the Gengar. So I only have the small Pikachu. I don't have a large Pikachu. That means that last Gengar, he is the final large plush. Kind of makes it a little more interesting, whoever pulls him. All right, let's get this bad boy in here. Let's take a look at this Snorlax real fast. See what he's doing. Snorlax 070. Well, I don't even see it now. Let me check sold. I have a couple of these. Did they go up? No. Let me try this. So this is called what? Snorlax VMAX 2019 Hyper Rare. Snorlax VMAX. Oops. Come on now. VMAX Hyper Rare. I don't know if people always put Hyper Rare. Oh, actually, that did work. All right. So here's a cheaper one for $280. $280. Does it get any cheaper than that? That's Chinese. Wait, is the one I was looking at Chinese? Oh, that's English. That's an English one. All right, let me go to sold. This item is so confusing. Oh my God, dude. All right. No good information in the last sold. We're pricing up this Snorlax. He's about to go into the live customs. He's a cool card. Would you guys like to pull a card like this one? He's probably going to be a little pricey, but the question right now is he going to be $225 or is he going to be $250? So that's what I'm trying to figure out. And my computer is running so dang slow. So the cheapest one is $230, but that's Chinese. So then it goes to $250 Japanese. All right, so $250 it is. Cool. That's what I thought was about to happen. I love that Snorlax. He's from the base set from 2019. How cool is that? We should get a box of that and open it for nostalgia's sake. Boop. There it is. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So there he is. He's a real big one. And a lot of cold packs are going to have to be pulled in order to get this one Snorlax to come out. 070 Snorlax T10. All right, they're looking good. Hey, what's up, Mr. Brandon? Now, let's get a couple of these. I feel like we need to have a hit or two go into these because I feel like we have to make them a little nicer. So here's a Charmander. And can I get a Ghastly as well? We need to get something in here that's nice. Here we go. So we got Ghastly, we got a Charmander. That's good enough, don't you think? All right, and then the rest of these shall be commons. You guys are watching how a live custom gets made. We just take these packs out until it equals $250. That's the value of the Snorlax. It's sort of like a live break. Every time somebody buys a card, they're taking a shot at the break. And then our goal is to make sure there's no cold packs, or not cold packs, let's say empty packs in the box. So we just continuously stuff the box back to full. We need to do that with the Poke Shuffles. Poke Shuffles is kind of behind, actually. Hello, mister. I asked my job how much it would be to grade a single card, and they said $80. I'm currently training at PSA. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. But that's what they're doing for everybody. You would think they'd give you like a little special extra in or something like that, but it probably makes more sense for them not to do that. You know, in the event that you sell your access to PSA or something like that. Eric Colburn won Topps 25 Star Wars, won Topps 24 Star Wars, 4 of the 1993 Topps Star Wars. You know, we haven't added a new Star Wars product to our menu in a while. Maybe we got to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 of these. And 1 of these. That's Topps 25. And 1 of these. This is Topps 20. Oops, this is Topps 24. You know, Mr. CS Man opened a whole bunch of these. All right. There it goes. Ready? We're snipping this. We're snipping this. We're snipping this. We're snipping this. We're snipping these two guys. What's up, guys? How's it going? So, Eric, you might pull your best card right now. Let's find out what happens. Maybe a big signature. Not a big signature. Maybe a big sketch drawing. Maybe the etched Vader. Let's see what comes out. They said it's not a good time to submit since we are closed. Yeah. Okay. The Clone Army. The Clankus. Ships and Mommy. All right, good. Patati patati. That's the blue Jedi girl. She all like, oh. All right. Sign me up. She should be my Padawan. Here's when Star Wars was very cool. This terrible show, which I'm never going to watch. Here's this girl from like, oh, but that's the good Disney Star Wars. And here's the new Clone Troopers from the, what's it called? Like the First Order or something like that. All right, so that's your refractor. Both packs were cold. There was no major pull in either one. All right, well, let's see if you get lucky with these. I feel like there's a good chance. Hey, Minister, a PSA 10 Gold Star Pikachu sold for $175. Damn. That's so crazy, man. Those Gold Stars are so wild. Okay, here's Yoga. Here's Obi-Wan. Here's this guy. Here's the Jabas. Here's the Jaguars. All right. We had a woman come over who has been helping us a little bit with cleaning up our boxes. And she came over and cleaned up our boxes again. And it's so nice in our home. Boy, did I have a lot of boxes piled up. Okay, there's the Ewoks. We got C-3PO. There's more Ewoks. Okay, Darth Bladder. Early concepts. These are cool cards, man. All right. But you know what? I didn't see a Sketch Vader. This is one of my favorite things to sell are these Star Wars cards. All right, what we got here? We've got, here, let's just flip through them like normal. All right, just normal cards here. One more pack. Now, you know, the nice thing here, Mr. Eric, is even if these aren't chase cards, if you find one and you pre-grade it with your eyes and it looks good, still worth grading. This is still vintage. Some of these artworks are really cool. Everything doesn't have to be a Darth Vader, you know. All right, well, you know what? No etched card in there. I would be tempted to go deeper on that. Your odds of an etched card just went up on the next round. There you are. Welcome, guys, to the nighttime stream. We need a new giveaway card. What do you guys think I should give away? Mr. Eric. He's going to be over here. Eric, you've got a lot of stuff right now. Yeah, you've got this whole bag. And you've got this whole thing. And you've got this whole bag. Do you have what's this? Ah, there's a packet of cards behind it. What's this behind that? There's even more cards. Look at this. Oh my gosh. All right, so there's actually more room in there than I thought there was. So let's go ahead and put these away. Like that. And then I think you're going to fit in here just fine. Yeah, you are. For all these packs sitting in the box. You're having, how's this baggie look? You want a little crinkled bag? Crinkled bags have more character. You were the chosen one. You were meant to destroy the Sith, not join them. Imagine he had no enthusiasm when he said that. You were the chosen one. You were meant to destroy the Sith, not join them. Like a bad TV comedy. Zoinks. I hate you. He's all burning. Anakin's all burning up. He's like a little Pop-Tart. Been in the toaster too long. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, look at that Trico. You know there's people who still think Star Wars sucks. They're like, yuck, Star Wars. I don't mean like the Disney Star Wars. I mean like the old stuff. They don't like it. What are you talking about, man? It's cool. What are you talking about? All right, here's Eddie Mendoza, One Live Custom. All right, he's doubling down. Good luck. Disney should open a boba shop. Ooh, a boba shop, you say. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. There it is. Haha, one quiet whisper girl. Ooh. One cold one. We got the new Weiss GA Bunko. It's pricey as hell. Guess that's just how it is. I think that it hands out signatures more quickly. I think that's the deal with it. I need a drink. Miss Kayla's here. 10 Minecraft Panini. Time to mine. Need more kitties and doggos. You want some of these Minecrafts? You can have all the Minecrafts. So these are the time to mine ones. And do I have more? Is that a Naruto tin back there? Hold on, wait a second. What is that? Looky here, another Naruto tin. Look what I just found. So anyone who was hoping to have a Naruto tin that missed out on that, there's your chance. Those are $100, the Naruto tins are. You can snatch it before Mr. Arabi grabs it. All right, let me go grab some more Minecraft. Whoa, what's in here? Wow. I just ran into our old box of Cardos Pocket Monster random pulls. All right, look at all this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, guys, says Andy Man. It's that exclusive card. Yeah, this is like a special promo card. It is holographic, and it'll have a gold card beneath it. So you get 2 promos and 4 boosters. $100. Probably costs more on eBay, in fact. I'm liquidating those. I'm getting out of those. Had them for a long time, ready to see them sell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A big fat hen. Okay, we got the Minecrafts. Get out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft. Hey, what's up, Mr. CS Man? How's life going? Okay. CS Man, I'm moving to South Korea, man. Karis was like, let's go to South Korea. What do the taxes look like in South Korea? You think I'd get roasted? Think I'd get cooked? Oh, man, I gotta sneeze so bad. You know why I sneezed, right? Because I got that box of Minecraft out, and it was a dusty box. So now I'm getting the sneezes from the dust. Gosh, dude. Dude, I know Karis would do freaking backflips to go to something like South Korea. She's a huge weeb. She likes South Korea and Japan a lot. There it is. She's like a huge nerd, man. It is. All right, so now I've got the sneezy hands. You ready, Miss Kayla? Let's see what we got. You should do an Asia trip. That would be so much fun. I know. Maybe after we move or something. I don't know. We're kind of running out of time to do anything. We had like this one little chunk of time to experience life. And now she will go back to the IVF clinic in August. So I think we're pretty much out of time unless we could squeeze something into July. But I don't see anything substantial being squeezed into July. It just doesn't make sense. Here it is. Oh, yeah. Little explodey guy. She's very, very anxious to have a kid. So, because she's feeling a little older. Here it is. She's getting scared it's not going to happen if she gets any older. Here's Strider, a rabbit. Here's Craft Without Limits. Ooh. Sneezes crust. Mr. Go on vacation? You're crazy. I did actually sneak off to a vacation. Nashville was considered a vacation. It was actually 3 days. And it was cool. It was also our chance to sort of study Nashville as a potential move. Here's a wabbit. Strider's the best mom of the game, hands down. So this is a lovely order from the Miss Kayla. We got all these lovely Minecrafts. We got the polar bear. We've got the Spidey-Man. Spider-Man, beware of the dark. Ooh. Okay. And here's the Magician. Look how good these hollows are, by the way. You guys paying attention to this? There's so many gradable cards in these packs. We're playing Minecraft music right now. You know, we had a Minecraft server you could join. I just took it down like a month ago because nobody was joining it, but I would never advertise it. There we are. All right. It was a Realm server, so you could join it any time of the day. And I was paying, I think, like $10 a month for it. We all used to meet up and play on it, but we all kind of stopped. I think especially if I stopped playing, less people join at that point. There you go. But man, it's hard to play Minecraft forever. Hard to keep up with that lifestyle. Trade break still there? Yes, sir. The very interesting trade break this time. It's a Trico. $300 Trico over here. You can buy in for $5, by the way, but you can also trade a lot of cards out to try and get a spot or two. And it's like an experiment to see how many... Ooh, chicken. It's an experiment to see, you know, how popular that is. Now, look at that. That is kind of the top thing to pull out of here. These sketch cards. Look at these sketch cards. Now, these are not hand-drawn sketch cards. I mean, at one point they were, but you can see they were actually printed. So they got like this cool coloring. So somebody drew this, and then they used that as an artwork. Pretty clever, actually. I like that. It's an interesting style. Have you heard of Kokopelli, the fertility deity from Native American lore? I have not heard of anything like that. We don't have any like crystals or magic potions. Maybe we should. Let's see. Dang, I built a cobblestone box on that server back in 2024. There we go. You should have seen what we finished. By the time we were done with it, we'd built a lot. So if you didn't join at the end, you didn't get to see it all. I'm sure it could be reactivated, but yeah, we had somebody come in and grief the server, and I feel like that was a big, it felt terrible. Here's the goat. Man, here's Piglin. I think after that, we kind of restricted who could get in. It was harder to get in. Here it is. Okay. Yeah, Minecraft is this place where you can be creative for a while, and then at some point you're like, what am I doing with my life? It's a fun game, though. I don't know how I'm sorting these. They're just going all over the place. I built a crap ton. Tammy's a prolific builder. She built a crap ton. Here's the zombie, and here's the other zombie, villager zombie. It's just this ancient symbol with a man playing a flute. I don't really believe in the superstition stuff. We are. Oh, the snowball man. Oh, yeah. All right. You know, if Karis and I moved to, like, Nashville or something, we would have access to a lot more fertility clinics, and they'd probably be closer by, too. Like, she could probably just drive herself. We go to one in Columbia, and it's kind of a drive, dude. It's like a huge drive, actually. And so anytime we go, it's like a punishment. And they want us to go so many times. Like, they do so much monitoring. It's really a struggle. You gotta go like 5 times in a row over a month. So it's a ton of work. It's also, technically, it's a risk. You know, if we ever crashed, that's, you know, potentially one of us dead. Deed. So, yeah, it'd be nice to have a fertility clinic that's in your backyard rather than a freaking hour-long drive. You got another one. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got 2 of these. And ta-da! We got this guy with the sword. I am curious if any of these Minecraft cards are selling these days. You want me to look it up? Fertility clinic stuff is stressful. Wishing you all the best in your journey. Yeah. She's at the last stage. She's at the transfer stage. She did one transfer and it didn't work. It is. It's kind of interesting because if you can actually freeze up a whole bunch of embryos, like, so we got like 10 embryos frozen, and it makes me wonder if you could just freeze up a whole bunch of embryos, like, let's say I was obscenely wealthy by the time I was like 70 years old. Could I just pay like surrogates or something to just produce a bunch of offspring? I mean, wouldn't that be bizarre? I think that's what people are doing these days, you know? People aren't having children the way we used to have children in the past. Now people have children in a very different way. Yeah, like, you hear about those Chinese billionaires, they have like 100 kids. Like, what's up with that? That's crazy, isn't it? I mean, that's really crazy. It is. All right. But it's sort of like, I guess you get away with it. It's weird because I don't think they're driven by the desire to experience having a family. I think it's more like them just cloning themselves a bunch before they go. They're like, all right, make a bunch of clones of me. Oh, yeah. Llama. Cool, man. Okay, you got a couple of these rainbow rares. I think these are actually more difficult to pull than the typical silver rares. So these are the silver rares, and I think they're pretty normal. I think these guys are really rare. And then these are easily my favorite. These just look fantastic. Wouldn't you like a complete collection of these? It would just be so cool. All right. I had an ad pop up. Did you say whether the 2 Mew EXs were the normal cards or the metal cards? Oh, those are sold. Both are sold. Did I not mark those sold? Let me go mark those as sold. Give me a minute. Where are they? Those are a 9 and lower, right? Oh, there they are. Oh, it says it right there. Both Mew sold. I already did touch it. Okay, I want to mark this on red. There we go. And actually what I wanted to do was go over to the Computer. PSA 10 Minecraft. I'm curious. What kind of Minecraft cards are selling? I'm curious. Let's head over to sold items. If my computer doesn't break. All right. And yeah, actually take a look. Okay, so This has ended recently, right? And I'm seeing, so these are the hobby box cards, but that's 160, that's 90, that's not bad. How about any sketch cards? No sketch cards, huh? Could just be a sign. Oh, that's a McDonald's card. Look at that. Huh. Could just be a sign that there's not enough people grading them, by the way. Could be a sign there's not available. You know, how many people are grading Minecraft cards right now? But I'm seeing a bunch of sold cards. So that's kind of cool. Let me price it by highest first. I'm curious. So the most expensive card is this one right here, sold on April 18th for $175. Wow. I mean, that's pretty neat. Imagine you just open up one of these packs and you're able to get it to grade 10. Now, that's from a Panini set. You're opening a Panini set, but you're opening up a different one. That's the Hobby Box Panini set. You're opening up the Time to Mine Panini set, which is already a little bit older. Oh, look at this. This guy wants $1 million for this. I don't know about that. Yeah, I'll take $1 million. I don't know about that, but there's the Golem sketch card. Any other sketch cards? Wow, I don't see any other sketch cards for sale at all. So they're just not grading these. I'll call it Minecraft Time to Mine. Yeah, so there's just not anybody grading these. That's really interesting to me. All right, I'll put this up here now. Now we know. Minecraft is such a good memory. The Time to Mine ones aren't worth that much, but I love them anyways. Well, I wouldn't know if I would say that. I think if you could get 10s on these, I would go ahead and toss these two up on eBay for like $150 a piece if you could grade them 10. You could send them to CGC. So CGC is an option. We're doing CGC. Beckett's another one. I think if you got a black label on any of these, they'd go nuts. If you got a black label, I'd ask like 600. All right, so, of course, that would be very hard to do. Looking like we're getting you a fresh bag. I saw the Iron Golem one. That guy's tweaking. I think he's just showing it off. TCC was that a Korean or Japanese Rainbow SAR Pikachu on the table last stream? Still around. He's still around. Now, that's for sale for $200. It's ungraded, and I don't know where we put it. But it's a consign card, so somebody is having me sell it on consignment. Let's find it. Oh, nope, that's the quip break. That's the quip drawing break. Where is it? Oh, it's up here. Must have gotten sorted to the back. Ah, here it is. Oh, that's gold. Where'd it go? Shining Tyranitar. What did I do? Lose it? I couldn't have lost it. No one bought it. Did I miss it? Am I going crazy? Did I miss it? I must have missed it. That has to. Oh, found it. There we go. So he's 195 Korean Crown Pikachu. Of course, if it was Japanese, it'd be quite a lot more expensive. That's a good price because it's the Korean one. All right, Kayla, you'll have 2 bags now. How does that sound? There we go. Very good. Oops. Let's go ahead and pop this in here. Now, what's going on next? Let's find out. We refresh here. We have a lot of slabs to price up, so we're probably going to be working on that tonight. Thunder Pulse Games. He says, a Nikkei Weiss, a GA Bunko. Please ship my bag. Let's see. All right, sounds good. Nikkei Weiss. So, let's see. Let's go find it. So you're saying you may have a spare slab somewhere. We'll definitely look for it, okay? Aha. And GA Bunko, which is the new set. Who doesn't like new sets? Okay. snipping this up. We sold a $135 EV poker card in the previous stream. Did you guys catch that? That's pretty cool. Oh, look at that rainbow card. Nice. All right, here's another Halu. And the Nikkei girls. All right, we've opened a lot of the Nikkei girls. Tons of those. So I suppose your bag will be in the TH box, right? Let's see. Aha, you have an older bag. Thujipon's got an older bag. Thomas Hogue has an older bag. Theodore Labby has a fully expired bag. Thomas Yonan has a super expired bag. What? Thomas Yonan, he just wants to share his card with me. What is this? From 8/24? How old is that? That's like forever ago now. Whoa, look at these yellow borders. All right. It's not that crazy. He had some classic collection, mostly hollows. You know, we should steal a couple of these for the new deck, right? Shouldn't we? Let's see. Well, I'll work on that later. Here, let me put this to the side for now, okay? Cody, check this go. So this is pretty dang abandoned. 8/24 is pretty far along. All right, Thunder Pulse Gaming. Gabbing this. Okay. And we grab this. All right. Let's get you a label. Mister, you should sell expired bags at a fixed price like a storage company. Everybody always says that. It must sound so enticing. But what we what we really do is break the bag down. We process it. It gets processed. Everyone's waiting for me to do Storage Wars. All right, we're jumping in here. Daytime stream, we barely had any viewers, man. We did not have too many viewers in the daytime stream. It was actually so low. I don't know what it's all about, but man, we were not getting the views at all. It was kind of shocking because we had plenty of orders. And I was showing off PayPal. PayPal says we have like a 20% increase in orders. But you know what? Our shorts are not getting any views either on YouTube. We were talking about that in the daytime stream. Shorts views are so far down right now. Makes you wonder if it's not something that YouTube's pushing anymore. Like maybe they're giving up on shorts. They're saying, nah. When I go searching YouTube, they never tell me to watch shorts on YouTube. Might be time to change strategies or something. All right, so YouTube in general is low on views. We're going to hit print on this. Yeah, but it's much lower than it used to be. I saw the shorts counter. It's lower, man. We're lost. There we go. Oh, now you told me about a side slab. Let me mark this label. We're going to write the name down. Oops. Ooh. All right. All right. There we go. Probably because cards are getting pricey at the moment, at least with Pokemon. Pokemon. Kick stole a lot of YouTube traffic. Kick did? There it is. Yeah, you know, the tech oligopoly, they were really telling you what you can and can't say for a while, weren't they? And now you got all these counter websites saying, you know what, we'll say whatever we want. You can't silence us. We got these pack splits. Don't forget about them. This one's a pretty short one, actually. The Topps pack split. Snorlax. We have so much to do on this channel. So much opportunity. Here's Anthony Haymeyer. How's this slab still up here? I'm going to take a picture of this bad boy. I need more money for Pokies. Time to start an OnlyFeet. Yeah? That crossing your mind? Let's see. I don't blame you, Six. Do. All right. All right. You have a passion for collecting, I can tell. There you go. So, you know, it's funny, when you're really passionate about collecting cards, your brain starts to go, What can I do to get more cards? Hey, it's Mr. Arabi. He says One Piece PRB2. All right. Hey, Mr. Ahmad Arabi, One Piece box. Ta-da! Did I mention I found one of these? Look at this. We found this while we were looking for the Minecraft. This is an additional tin of the Narutos for sale for 100 if anyone wants it. All right, so I found one more tin. I'm not surprised. Those tins were always laying about because I was always trying to sell one, and I would just stuff them places. Ready? All right. I got a nice scarred up right foot. Uh-oh. I'm into it. It's scarred up right foot. Start snipping this. In this economy, everybody's looking to make more money. Let's snip this. Let's snip this. All right. And let's snip this. It's difficult, man. All right. Ta-da! What do we got? We got some hollows. And what's this guy's name? Bart or something like that? I can't remember his name. Heavy Toes? It just fell out of my box. No, not that one. We are. That one was sitting in our little box next to the Minecraft cards. And I said, oh, there's one of those tins. Here's a hollow. All right. Oh, there we go. Sadly, no hairy toes. Oh, who's even going to want to look? I'm just kidding. Oh, you got Captain Admiral guy. Is that pink-haired guy? I can't tell. Doesn't look like it. Okay, here's Trafalgar Law. Boop. Here's Bunny Girl. That's what I said. Bunny Bread. Okay. Is this an SR? Where'd the SR go? Oh, she was the SR. Got it. That's what I said. Kitty Bread. Karis made dinner tonight. It wasn't too bad. Chicken and rice. So sad. I was sitting there. Actually, it was 3 things. Rice, chicken, chicken breast. Plain old chicken. Like, might as well just boil it. Plain old chicken breast. Mashed potatoes and rice. Man, it's like torture. If I had to eat that every single day, I'd be so, like, low dopamine or something. You know, like messes with your head. You're like, am I miserable or what's going on here? You know? It is, ooh. I gotta have some pizzazz in my food, or I get sad quickly. What about you guys? Do you get sad quickly if you're not getting something good? We are. Maybe that describes me. You know, like, how did I get so attracted to card collecting? Maybe I have a taste for fun. Ooh, look at this guy. My cousin eats that every day. He's insane. Yeah, so she didn't cook it terribly bad. I mean, she did like she did like a teriyaki sauce on the chicken breast, and then she baked it. And then she did like baked sweet potatoes, and then it's just regular rice. She doesn't make it sticky like we did when we were kids. I don't know how we did that. But it was all right. I mean, I'm not complaining. But yeah, I don't know. Some part of my brain is just like so bored or something. I think I'm bored out of my mind. We are. All right. My ex-wife would kill me if I started talking about her cooking online. Really. Karis doesn't really mind because she doesn't really like identify, you know, she doesn't get like her ego from cooking. Does that make sense? So she doesn't care if you say her cooking's bad, she's not going to care. Now, if you made fun of her like she's not good at coding, that could deeply offend her. She'd be like, hey. So she's proud of that. You know, there we go. So she doesn't try to be something she's not. She doesn't try to be the Iron Chef. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. Set that there. She almost never cooks. She cooks extremely rarely. She might cook like 5 times in a year. The rest is up to me. There it is. All right, potato and rice. Lots of people say they eat potatoes and rice. That's so weird to me. It's the sweet potato. I guess that's like a big trend or something like that. I don't know. It's not bad, actually. I don't mind sweet potato. It's the chicken breast. The chicken breast is so sad. There needs to be some way to eat chicken breast that doesn't make me want to not live life anymore. All right, let's go find your bag. Whoa, that's freaking heavy, dude. You got a lot of these one-piece hollows, by the way. Grabbing this, grabbing these. I'm gonna set this inside. Good. My girlfriend always cooks me omelettes. I taught her how to make omelets. She had never had one before. Okay. My dad taught me how to make omelets when we were kids. When I was a kid. He was insane about food. My dad was really obsessed. I mean, he was really obsessed with food. He cared about every new ingredient. He'd be researching stuff. He would be cooking until it tastes perfect. He was super, super, super obsessed with food. And you know what? My mom was pretty good at cooking too. There we are. All right. She wasn't as crazy as he was about it, but she liked a good cooked meal, you know? She appreciated it. Karis is very different from that. The most she ever did when I met her was like pour herself cereal and maybe like a turkey sandwich with no mayonnaise. Like it was just like turkey breast between two pieces of white bread. That was it. That was the most she ever cooked. She didn't know what garlic was. She'd never seen it before. She's like, what is that? Whoa. Let's see. Really, really extreme, and everyone in her family is stick thin. Like you turn sideways and disappear. Extremely thin. There we go. Super, super thin. They don't eat. They don't even know what food is. Very interesting, you know, like a personality type almost, to not know what food is. I'm going to set this here for now. Okay, I'm going to set the hollows to the side so they're not clogging up the box. There it goes. All right. You need a cordon bleu, that chicken breast. Cordon bleu, what is that? Like you slice it open in the middle and then you put like, I don't know, like herb butter or like ham or like something like that in the center and then you bake it. I mean, you could do that. I think the problem is by the time you start doing that, it's really not the same like health food at that point. You're really making more like, you know, like when you might as well just have fried chicken or like chicken with dipping sauce, you know. So then that dipping sauce ends up being like 2,000 calories. I think chicken with pickle is pretty good, but yeah, it's hard to eat just pure chicken breast. It's really an interesting thing. It's a pretty tough thing. I think I've opened like 7 of those PRB2s. I might as well buy a case. You're almost done with the case. The case, I don't remember how many boxes are in there, but it's not a lot. So we got more boxes of it left, but not a lot. I used to make ketchup sandwiches. Yeah? When I was a kid, we used to do this thing where we'd sneak into the cheese, like a block of, I don't know, like Colby Jack. And what we would do is we'd slice about a 1/8 inch chunk of the cheese until it could cover a slice of white bread. And then we'd heat that up in the microwave. I don't know why I loved that as a kid, but it was so good. And then when we would get in trouble, because mom would catch us doing it, we'd be in huge trouble. Really serious trouble. You were not allowed to do that. I mean, it was pretty severe. The punishment you received for breaking even a small rule like that was so strong. All right, so 5 more of the Star Wars. You got it, Mr. Eric? You could not mess with the food in the fridge in our family. The punishment was death. There we go. All right. But, you know, it didn't stop us from sneaking into food. Sneaking into food just became like a whole operation. Like it was Mission Impossible. Because you knew if you get caught, you were going to get beat pretty severely if you got caught. So it became like this high stakes thing. And we all still did it. We're like, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat something. That's what's going to happen. All right, here goes Mr. Eric. Ready? Yeah, sneaking into food became an extremely high stakes behavior. And it was kind of terrifying. And yet we were still doing it because we were so hungry as kids. I mean, I just wanted to eat. I always had a big appetite. There you go. I was too poor growing up to eat a lot. Sounds like prison. Recipe for diabetes. I think the most primitive cooking I did as a child was sugar bread. Buttered toast with sugar. We had like peanut butter and jelly. That's pretty sweet. There we go. All right. Tossing this. The reason food was so strict in our home is because there were so many of us and we were so poor that my mom really regulated how the food was used. She was extremely like well planned about it. And so if you snuck into the food, like if it was lawlessness, she wouldn't have enough of the food for the meal. And that would make her go absolutely, completely insane. I'm pretty sure she was OCD. And maybe I have a little OCD, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But she would just lose her absolute mind over it. Here it is. All right, here's a Vader. When you're growing up in it, you just think it's normal. As an adult, I go, wow, that was a really severe thing for her, for the food to not be right. It really mattered to her. Like, it was a 10 out of 10 biggest priority for things to be planned correctly and then executed correctly. Look at that. So some people are just really different. It's like a personality thing. We are, ooh, look at this. Pouring straight sugar on a piece of toast. Jesus Christ. M&M and pizza rolls, nacho cheese, Doritos with banana. Doritos with banana? I don't know about that. Back where I come from, we don't take kindly to Doritos with bananas. We ate a ton of fruit growing up. That was one of the things we were allowed to eat as much as we wanted. We had we had like a whole fruit farm in our home. We'd buy whole bags of like oranges and grapefruits and bushels of bananas. And we had actually a fruit shelf for all the fruit. So there would be like this 4-tiered fruit tower, every basket filled. And then there was a fruit shelf completely full. And that would last like 2 to 3 days at best. It was all gone, all of it. It would be all gone in no time. Whoa. You got Hancholo. I'd sit down with them, like my sisters, and we'd eat 2 grapefruits each. We'd be like, yeah, I'll take a couple grapefruits. Yeah, I was a big grapefruit fan when I was younger. Put this here. Somalians love it. You're making me think of that viral clip. People think that being Somalian is bananas with rice or something like that. But it's not. It's more like bananas with rice. Whoa, Greedo. Here's the cool satellite droid, the spy droid. Man, how about those textured cards? Where the hell are they? Are they all at the back of the bag? Do love fruit bread. We made banana bread a lot. I think I talk about that in this stream. I talk about how in my family, we almost never, I'm not exaggerating, in a year, maybe we'd go out to eat like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 times. Okay, so like you go a whole month, no out to eat. The next month, maybe you went out one time, Pizza Hut buffet or something. So we did not eat out. It was too expensive for us because there were so many of us. I mean, could you imagine paying for like 10 kids to eat out? It just wasn't a thing. We just didn't do it. So we got really good at cooking at home. And one thing we really enjoyed a lot of was actually baking. We'd bake cookies and cakes and pie. And it was like this thing that made life enjoyable, even though we knew going out to eat was nice, but we knew we just couldn't afford it. So it just wasn't a thing that we got to do very often. So instead, we'd have a bunch of baked goods. And one of the things we'd bake would be banana bread. My sisters would bake all day. They just bake all the time. Fresh chocolate chip cookies, or like we had fruit pies from all of our fruit trees. That was another trick, is we owned, like, I swear to God, like 15 different fruit trees in our front yard and backyard. We decked out our whole front yard and backyard with fruit trees. That's Eric Colburn. That was another way we survived, was we were getting all this free food from our own yard. And so we had all these frozen cherries, and those would be turned into pie all year long. So you'd have so much pie, you'd be sick of it. You'd be like, I can't eat another slice of this. I'm dying. Here, have some pie with ice cream. I'm okay. We're the youngest. I was the 3rd oldest, and I was the firstborn boy. So I was kind of grouped in with my 2 older sisters, and they were only like 1 year and 2 year older than me. That's it. So we were all pretty close in age. And so a lot of responsibilities fell on us 3. We were like our own group. I gotta have a drink. Let me go grab a drink. I'm dying over here, guys. All right, here we are. I'm back. Haha, chocolate chip cookies covered in tempered chocolate. All right, Mr. Parched. I'm parched. All that talking, you know. Who's next? We better check the website. First, I'm going to mark these as completed. I'm going to hit apply. The resilient Jenkins are living the same situation on TikTok. Their drug-addicted parents are posting it. What? What are you talking about? All right, so Mr. Mark, all updated. Ta-da! Now, this is from 320, so that's not a very old order. This is the oldest order. Dominic Gonzalez, 1 Pokey Shuffle Slab. Dominic, what's up, man? 1 Pokey Shuffle. There we go. We had so many fruit trees. Ready? All right. My dad would get like really obsessed with making like the yard into an optimal like food factory. We had half the backyard turned into a full-on garden. Like, it was like rowed out and everything. And he had a tilling machine, and we would bring in cow dung and dead fish, and we grew huge amounts of food from that garden. Okay, now you want 5 of the blue sky streams. Okay. Let's see. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We didn't use any pesticides or anything like that, so sometimes the food would get like decimated by bugs. Like watermelons did not work. They would just get eaten. 2, EV Heroes. Oh, EV Heroes, you say. Now you're getting into fancy cards. All right, good luck in there, in the EV Heroes. All right, Mr. Dominic. If I buy a slab, can you still ship it with the others? Yes. Also, that's right. I asked you in Discord, did you have any slabs? Because I didn't see any for you. I was going to start printing up that label, and I noticed I couldn't find any slabs for you. Was the garden food good, or was it hit or miss? Oh, it was very good. Very good. We did it for many years, and we got very good at it. The number one thing we grew was tomatoes, because you just can't lose with tomatoes. Tomatoes, like, survive everything. And we would bring in so many tomatoes. It was crazy. So imagine just a small suburban home with a small backyard, but you split half the backyard into a garden, and it's fairly sizable. I mean, you can actually grow quite a bit. We did green peppers and tomatoes and cabbage and broccoli and something called collard greens. And we did zucchini. We did watermelon at some point. We did peanuts. We did pumpkins. We did a lot of hot peppers, like habaneros. My dad just liked doing that for fun. I'm trying to remember anything else that was really important. What I really remember is the collard greens. We did lettuce a couple times, but that one was really tough. The bugs would get that. The tomatoes were really the big successful thing. Huge amounts of tomatoes would be. Oh, we did green beans one time, but it seemed kind of pointless. All right, you ready? Tomatoes were the best crop because they grew no matter what. You couldn't stop them. They like grew out of control almost. The plants would tower over you, and there'd be so many tomatoes hanging off the vine, and it'd be pulling the whole plant down. Big juicy tomatoes. You get all kinds of different tomatoes, so we'd get all kinds of different tomato, what do they call species? And then we'd have these gigantic metal bowls that we would fill up with produce, and we would bring it inside when it was done growing. And because we couldn't eat it fast enough, we would can it afterwards. So we had a storage room downstairs with canned tomatoes, and we would can as many of them as possible. We would have, I don't know, like hundreds of pounds of canned tomato in the basement. So do you know what that meant? We ate tomato soup, we ate spaghetti, anything you can make out of tomatoes, we were eating it all day long. So we had tomatoes constantly, and it wasn't bad. I mean, tomatoes are pretty good, I guess. They taste good. The canned ones are pretty good. But you do get bored of it if it's too consistent. Ever make salsa? We made a ton of salsa. We made so much salsa. My dad even thought maybe he could make like a salsa brand and start selling it locally, but he never truly did that. But he would mix the tomatoes and the habaneros and all that stuff, and you know, there was all the other ingredients like whatever, like burnt garlic and some other chili pepper. You know, he thought he was really good with it. I mean, it was good. It was like store-bought salsa, but he never actually distributed or sold it. So yeah, we made so much salsa. One of my mom's favorite salsas, she would mimic the. You guys ever heard of that restaurant chain Chevy's? You guys ever eaten at a Chevy's, where they have that really thin fried corn chip, and then they have that really delicious salsa they bring out for you? She basically mimicked that recipe. She figured it out, and she would make that all the time. You know, blender with fresh cilantro and tomatoes, and we would eat that constantly, all day long almost every day. That's how often. It would be like every day there was a big pot of salsa just ready to go, because we had so many tomatoes, we didn't know what to do with it all. All right, Mr. Dominic. There it is. Homemade tomato sauce is so good. I got sombrero for my birthday. Yeah? Let's see. But that was the trick, is we did gardening, and we had like 15 fruit trees. And I'm not exaggerating. It was about 15 of them. And they were spread throughout the yard and throughout the front yard. And that was one of the tricks on how we fed ourselves with so many children. Ah, here we are. We used to have multiple freezers in the basement, in the storage room. And we'd freeze up all the fruit and all the vegetables that we could. And then we'd eat it all year long, even after, you know, even after the harvest time period was over. And we made pumpkin pie from our own pumpkins that we grew in the yard. How cool is that? The pumpkins would grow. We'd harvest them. Then my dad would boil the pumpkin. He would like scoop the meat off. And then that would get blended with like cinnamon and a bunch of other stuff, like allspice and sugar, of course. And then for Thanksgiving, we'd have pumpkin pies made from our own pumpkins. It was so funny. But you could eat pumpkins just like squash, so you could just eat it like a health food. Here's 6. One live costume. You got it? Never heard of Chevy's, but I'm from Southern California. It was like a, you know, it's like Applebee's. It's like Applebee's. It might be like a Midwestern thing. I don't know. It is. They had a really distinctive salsa. It was so good. I've been to a lot of Mexican restaurants. A lot of the time, their salsas are very similar, but Chevy's had a very distinctive salsa, and it tasted strongly of pepper and cilantro, and maybe something like a burnt onion or something. I don't know. You ready? Here goes. Ah, it's still cold, man. Man, those live customs have not paid out. I'm ready for the payout, man. Sorry, 6. Most Chevy's closed. Yeah, so Chevy's was really popular where we lived. There were multiple locations. And then I'm an adult now, and I think a lot of those had closed down. Let's see. Have you heard of the Pokemon Taruka cards? Yep, I sold all of mine. I need to grade more, but it feels like I'm never going to get my cards back from PSA or tag grading. The fresh flour tortillas was the best part of Chevy's. Yeah, they had that machine that would make the tortillas, and as a kid, you could watch it working. Yeah, that was fun. Wonder why they went out of business. We have Mr. Eddie Mendoza, 20 of the English Azure Lane Volume 2, SRs and up only. Okay, so 20 of the Azure Lane Volume 2 English. Is that right? So let's find out what we... You know what? I'm just going to go grab fresh product from outside the room, I think. Keep things simple. Is this Azure Lane down here? Let's see. There's Azure Lane. And wait, we might actually have what we need inside the room. Ah, here we are. All right, let's see what we got. Maybe we got what we need right here. All right, you ready? If anyone's in Southern California needs a job, PSA's hiring. I need a job. All right. Ohio had Chi-Chi's. We got Chi-Chi's. You remember Ryan's? There was a Ryan's Buffet on the way to Kansas City, so I don't know where that was, but on the way to Kansas City, you'd run into one. We didn't have one in St. Louis. Yeah, St. Louis didn't have one. St. Louis had Old Country Buffet. Who remembers that one? Old Country Buffet. I remember Shoney's too. Whatever happened to Shoney's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, there's only 12 per box. Okay, so we need 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My feet stink. I'm missing the corner of the market. I'm thinking, what? Your feet stink. That's 20 packs of Azure Lane. Good luck. You know, there's no Golden Corral near me. That sucks, man. Golden Corral is my #1 restaurant in America. And I love to eat out as an adult. And I have the money to eat out. So I eat out all the time now. That's one of the few things I waste my money on, eating out. And I like to try new restaurants. Golden Corral, #1 for value and quality. It's not the highest quality, right? But for what you're paying for, it is. $40, all you can eat steak and mashed potatoes and fried shrimp and fried chicken, and they got catfish and broccoli. You can get a nice dish of vegetables. It's just really good, man. Love it. Actually, I really just go there for the steak and potatoes. That's it. The steak and potatoes. Their steak recipe has a nice smoky flavor to it, and you watch them cook it right in front of you. No microwaves. No microwaves. Right, like Applebee's is popping your steak into a microwave, right? Golden Corral cooks it right in front of you. And then if you don't like your slice, just don't eat it. Go back up and get a different slice. Damn, dude. So good. So good. But you know what? I've also been to a lot of Golden Corrals now. Kansas City, the Lake of the Ozarks one that eventually shut down, Columbia, and Springfield and Branson. So I've been to all those different Golden Corrals. And what I've learned is, I've also been to the St. Charles one when I was younger. But what I've learned is that different Golden Corrals have like different quality. Wow, look at this one card, man. You're going to have to keep that one no matter what, Eddie. I'm going to have to give you that one even if you don't want it. I have a good... Oh, he said SRs and up only. All right, so I will set these hollows to the side. Speaking of which, here's an SR. All right. There we go. When are we going to open up a loot channel in the Discord server? We'll put Cheese in charge of it. Whataburger is the biggest or the best burger and fry combo to me. Such a good flavor. You know, there was a Whataburger in Dallas, Texas, and I didn't go to it. I should have gone. I just wasn't hungry at the moment. All right, I've never been to one. Whoa, look at this lady. I love a good American diner meal. There we go. Golden Corral, man, 10 out of 10. 40 bucks, all you can eat. It is. Look at this. That also means the tip is low too, by the way. You don't have to tip a really huge, like if I go to Longhorn Steakhouse, right? It's going to be a $70 meal. If I go to Chili's, it's going to be a $70 meal. Well, then you're tipping on $70, right? And it's a percentage, so it's multiplicative. Okay, well, if you have a $40 meal, you're only tipping on $40. So it's just way, way cheaper. It's way, way cheaper. And then all you can eat steak. You never have to leave Golden Corral unsatisfied. You can be like, this is cooked too much, or cooked too little, or it's too grizzly, or it's, you know, you can just say, not for me. Just go right back up and get a different slice. Just, all right. I passed one in Phoenix and went to White Castle instead. I hate how U.S. enforces the tip system. You're not even allowed to tip in Korea. Yeah, that's a thing in Japan, I heard as well. I don't know why America decided to do tips, but I just consider it a part of the cost of the meal. So that's all I do. Like, I'm aware that I could, like, skip tipping, but I just do the default amount, which I think is like 15%. So I just assume my meal is going to cost X amount plus 15%. So I just go with the default and I don't think about it, right? Whoa! There we go. There's a Chinese buffet out here in Lake of the Ozarks that's ran by a little family, mom, dad, son, and daughter. And they do such a good job. And I've thought about leaving them a $100 tip someday. They have brought me a lot of joy. It is just a little small restaurant. Karis and I love going to Chinese buffets too. Those are always fun. They're usually pretty grody, actually. A lot of Chinese buffets have bad recipes, dried up food, nothing special. You know, it's always the same foods, right? Well, some of them actually are a little better than the rest. And so it's fun to kind of figure that out. And I've really been enjoying this one we've been going to out here in Osage. And it's just always the same people working it. It's just mom, dad, daughter, and son. 4 people. Just a small little restaurant. Can't even seat that many people. White Castle, oh, that's awesome. But so, yeah, I think if I'm ever moving away, I'm stealing this one. Put that there. If I'm ever moving away, I think I'm going to leave them like a special gigantic tip. Something about knowing that it's just them as a small family running it makes it like a more impressive thing, you know. It's more intimate somehow. All right, let's see. I love how they can't speak proper English. You know that they're like the real deal, you know what I mean? You appreciate that a lot, that they came over here to a foreign country and they're working real hard. Karis and I went to this brand new sushi shop. It's a sushi restaurant. Everything inside's pitch black. The seats are black. The tables are black. You know, it's like trying to be like millennial hamburger shop. They're blasting like douchey 80s music that's been turned into like, I don't know, like club music. It's so bad. All the sushi's overpriced. And you sit down and the speakers are just blasting that music right on top of your head. I stood right back up out of that restaurant and left. And I would never tip them. I don't want, well, I would. I'm just saying, when you talk about who you want to tip and who you don't want to tip, that's the exact restaurant I can't stand. None of the chefs, none of the workers were Japanese, obviously. You could tell the owner was like an older white guy. He's like a tall, older white guy with like a grizzled face. And then he just got these like teenage kids working the kitchen, and you're like, oh, brother, dude. There's no way any of these kids are good at making sushi, right? And you're just, not that I'm trying to beat up on them, because, you know, you need a job. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. But when you want to get sushi, you want somebody who's like, they dream of sushi. They breathe sushi. Their whole life is cooking the perfect rice. You know, that's what you want. And then they just charge you $15 because they're like, it's about the sushi. You know, it's not about the money. That's what you want. That's what you expect. But this restaurant was more about like having a douchey 80s club experience or something. I don't exactly know what it was meant to be. But even the outside of the building just made me think douchebag. You know what I mean? And I just hated it from the moment I walked in, from the moment I left. Ooh. All right. Sushi has gotten really expensive here in the U.S. due to the Japanese hype. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I think they were charging like $15 for like a California roll. I'm like, $15 for one California. It's going to be like, what, 6 little pieces? Like, get out of here, dude. They do that at these taco restaurants ran by white people in Lake of the Ozarks. There'll be white people tacos. And not a single Latino person working in the restaurant. You go there, they give you the smallest, nastiest little taco, and they expect $30 for it. And you're like, what is going on here? But all the seats are like weird special seats. They're special lighting. They're playing like pumped up music, and I hate it. And I'm speaking specifically about a restaurant out here called Neon Taco, and I can't believe it gets so much business because that place is packed. I'm telling you, if you came out here and opened a restaurant, you almost could not fail. There is so much desire for new restaurants out here. There's so many people and so few restaurants. Like, you try to go to like Chili's on the weekend, you know, good luck standing out the door to get a seat at a Chili's. It's a chain restaurant, and you have to wait like an hour to get in. But, you know, and then there's restaurants out here that are actually good. And you don't even bother with those. You just give up. You say, we're not eating there. We'll never get a seat. I call those hipster spots. Oh my gosh, sweet tomatoes was the best. Yeah, you like sweet tomatoes? All right. Mr. I think I just gave him all his hollows. Mr. Joseph. 1 Star Wars Series 1. All right, you got it. He told me SRs and up only, and I think I just gave him all of his hollows. I call those hipster spots. Well, there is a term for it online. It's called like the millennial hamburger shop. We are young. They got like the sticky board games in the corner of the room. We are. All right, what we got? What do we got? Ooh, we've got this guy and this guy. I actually wonder if the sushi shop will fail because the value is so poor. The value is $15 for a California roll. You know how they're charging that much money for it, though? Because there's no other sushi restaurant. We have a place called, I think it's called Backwater Jack's, and they do serve sushi, but that's not their specialty. They don't specialize in sushi. We are. All right. Very nice. Joseph Smith. And then after that, the only other sushi you can get is made in like a Dierberg's grocery store. Dierberg's is an upscale, it's an upscale grocery store. And it's pretty good. And it's reasonably priced. You can get a California roll for like $8. But you can get salmon, you can get tuna. Pretty basic stuff. You are. How's everyone doing? Hey, how's it going, Miss Alexandra? 6 Origins, sir, says Mr. Tones. All right. Sounds good. I'm liking that. Miss Kayla's back. 1 box of the Marvel, Volume 3. Please keep any bulk cards that have my simp Cyclops. All right. So Cyclops it is. Let's see. I think this is it. Here we are. All right. We got a Marvel box right here. Here we go. Costco Strawberry Shortcake Sundaes insane for $3. Fresh ingredients cost a premium. Yeah, it's true. That is true. All right. Oh, yeah. I wish we lived closer to that Dierberg's. That Dierberg's is like a 25-minute drive, which isn't terrible, but it's not close. They got really good food. They do smoked barbecue, chicken wings, and they bake whole chickens, but they actually do a really good job. You guys ever get like the baked Walmart chickens? Those are horrifying. They're so bad. You guys got that at the Walmart, the baked chickens? They're terrible. They put them in those plastic baggies. Makes you feel like you're eating like filth, like a pig or something. Like, yeah, open up, oinker. The first thing I do is I cut the bag till it's really short. Then I take 2 like large forks and I lift the chicken out of the bag, but all the juices are gone then. They used to do those, you know, top and bottom plastic containers, rigid container. And, you know, I think they started trying to get rid of those at Sam's Club and Costco, too. They want to get rid of those things. They want you to buy it in a plastic baggie. Yuck, dude. Costco rotisserie chicken #1. Sorry. So anyways, the Walmart rotisserie chicken is just so dry and overcooked. And they got them sitting in them stinky-ass bags. Even if you buy them right after they come out, they're still so bad. We've given up on them. They have some of the worst baked chickens I've ever eaten. I don't know how they get away with it. I don't know why they don't just improve it. My theory is that Walmart designed their chicken to never make you sick. So I suspect that they intentionally overcook it in order to ensure they never serve raw chicken. I think that's what's going on. They're scared to serve raw chicken. All right, did the husband say you get a hall pass if you run into Cyclops? Let's see. All right, here's Spider-Man. Rotisserie chickens were a big deal in my family. We would have 2 or 3 or 4 of those at a time. And my mom would actually put them in the fridge and we'd eat them the next day too. So she loved them. She thought they were a fantastic, healthy meal. And I got sick of them because we'd eat them so often. I'd be like, oh man, another baked chicken. Baked chicken and squash, baked chicken and rice, baked chicken and broccoli. Baked chicken, man. Somebody would strip all the dark meat off. All that would be left is like the breast. There'd be no skin. It's just the breast. One of the other kids has stripped all the yummy parts of the chicken off. That's what it was like having so many siblings. What a mess. You're literally fighting to the death for like a good piece of food before all the Hyenas got it first. Boy, they were like hyenas. They'd come in there and just strip anything clean. Let's see. What do we got? We got Captain America. We got Captain America. Wishes. Mr. Wanted Ribeye. You know, variety is nice. Let's not lie. Variety is nice. You know, I'm not seeing any Cyclops at all. Are you? I'm not seeing any Cyclops at all. He's an X-Men, so I guess it's possible to run into him. There you go. Smart and Final has fire rotisserie chicken. There we are. Well, there's another company out here, Kroger's. We have, is it Kroger's? No. Gerbs. We have a Gerbs out here, and they do rotisserie chickens, and those are a little bit better. Walmart has the worst one, but the company, Deerbergs, it's a family-owned Missouri grocery store, and they are a freaking wealthy family. They are so rich. They run a very popular upscale grocery store in Missouri, and they got really good rotisserie chickens. It's like they actually care. They said, this is yucky. We have to make it yummy. You know, it's like they did that. Look at this. New episode, new era. This is literally a picture of a card collection in a binder. That's funny, dude. All right. Good. Okay. Technically, Cyclops is on here, isn't he? No, that's Gambit. He's not. Oh, there he is. All right. There you go. There's your husbando. Let's see. The Super Soldier. 2 packs left. 2 packs remaining. Baked chicken shrimp bake. Here's a hollow. There's a Cyclops. Captain America. And Captain America. Oh, there you go. Holographic Cyclops coming right up. There you go. That's one good Cyclops card, and it's a hollow. I thought the rest were kind of too small. All right, he's in the set. I'm just getting cooked. Oh, I see. Well, you got a nice hollow one right at the end. Okay, I'm getting cooked. You're funny, man. All right. There we go. Very nice. Very good. There we are. I don't know about Cyclops, Kayla. Cyclops seems like he would have been into other men. He just seems kind of like one of those pretty boy types. There you go. You don't see him slinging around with other girls that much, right? And his clothing, he's always choosing like the super tight clothing. You know what I mean? I don't know about that guy. Here's Monkey D. Luffy, and here's Vaughn. What? You like that? Is that funny? I just don't know if he plays for the same team or not. Next up, Michael Ibarra. He says 10 Pokey Shuffles and a new bag. All right, Michael Ibarra, good luck. Now, I don't think this would give you a new bag, but let's see if you get some slabs. How dare you? How dare you? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's literally in the biggest love triangle with Jean Grey and Emma Frost. Oh, I thought you were about to say he was in a love triangle with Wolverine and Gambit, which would make way more sense. All right, let's see. Here's Purin, and here's Purin. All right, Purin it is. It says it's a chase card. That's the C, so you pulled something good. I don't know what you pulled. Purin? What the heck's Purin? Who's that? Oh, a pack split. That's right, pack splitting time. Purin, huh? Oh, I know what that is. That's Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is Purin. Because that's the Japanese English name. That's the name in Japanese written in English. Oh, you're lucky. There's a good one. Michael Ibarra, he's back. And he's just sniping right away. Oh, Sealed Os Purin. Now, you can re-roll this for $80 if you're not a fan. That's a pretty good one. There you go. It's up to you, though. So this is from 1997, Pokemon Sealed Os. It's extremely rare. Rocket Split, how much? Oh, no, this was just, I'm sorry. That's just a cool pack that's on the table. That's why you guys were saying that. Sorry about that. No, that's not for sale, actually. I'll keep it. That's the right choice. Congratulations. It's a good card. All right. I wasn't going to stop you if you re-rolled it, but that's an easy keep. Michael Ibarra. Oh, yeah. Okay, you probably just made someone very sad. Someone else who was trying to pull that. Here's a Squirtle. He says 90. I feel like that's too high. I'm going to bring him down to 70. And now he is going up into the Poke Shuffles. By the way, this is a Golden Hollow Squirtle Squad. See that? From the TV show. Yeah? Let's see. Wolverine is in a one-sided crush with the man morph. A one-sided crush with the man morph. What's that? I don't know what that means. There you go. Does that mean Wolverine kisses another man? Okay, so that's 70. 1, 2, 3. Oop. I don't like that the camera's doing that. Let me fix that, okay, guys? All right, so the camera should no longer jump like that. I don't think it will. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Very good. This is a number G06 Squirtle. We can host a break on that rocket pack. It would cost $160 per spot. How does that sound? Sounding good? Yeah, rocket pack's heading toward $2,000 pretty fast. That's $160 per spot for the rocket pack. So that's why he's currently not on the table. It's too much. They're a special kind of school. I got excited for a second. Let's toss this up here. All right. Compare that to $27 for this vintage Topps, you know. All right, and you know what? No one's pulled a Charizard from the vintage Topps, so maybe there's still time for that. Here's Javier, 2 live customs. All right, you've gone really deep on these live customs. If you don't pull whatever is in here, I'm going to get upset. I will literally get upset. You need to pull the card. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, so he ordered 2. Good luck. 1. Oh my God, dude. Crazy. By the way, last day to do gym battles. You can also begin to make donations to the new gym deck. Oh, get that plush. Can we see the breaks, please? Oh, we have so many breaks now. So check this out. For the pack splits, it's actually 2. Phantom Forces, Phantom Tax, and Topps pack split. Oh, yeah. Don't forget, this has Silver Dialga and Gengar in it, and those are selling for a lot of money. Okay, so these are pretty good. Now, the trade break's still running. The trade bake, oh my God. Should just quit my job. Here's Toriko. He's a vintage platinum era common first edition. He's from 2008. $300 card graded 10. We're accepting trades to get into him. Ooh, very nice. We have a new sub list for the Tyranitar. Shining Tyranitars now up to 4 mega spots out of 12. You can just buy directly in for $400, or you can take a sub list spot for $40. He's like pretty insane. That's like true WotC era stuff. That's one of the biggest cards we got. Now here is the Neo Ghastly with 6 out of 13. He's about halfway done. Here's a new break if you're a One Piece fan. The new One Piece magazine break. $40 to get in. It's a 1 in 12 odds. It's a really pretty card. You can't see it unless I pull it out of the sleeve, but the card's like embossed. It's like super high quality. Gorgeous. Here's the Charizard break, of course. Charizard 151 from the English collection. So hard to pull this, and even when you do, does it really grade 10. So, you know, we sell these packs for like $30 a pack. So taking one spot in here is like 2 booster packs. It's not bad. All right, we have, that's the TCC giveaway, and here's the quick drawing. Look how cute it is. Someday this will end, And there's 3 spots left. All right, so a very cute card. And then over here, we've got the Lightning Nidoking. That's brand new. We just started that in the daytime stream. And Freya Princess Jyoral. Ooh, very nice. Okay, so 2 more breaks. Just so many breaks, dude. We got breaks coming out of our ears. There's so many breaks. We also have a Destined Rivals box break. Destined Rivals booster box break, 1 in 19. Let's see. Ain't no way nothing has come out of 3 streams. Nothing's come out of 3 streams. It could be a loaded box. I don't know. You know, it's also a very expensive box. So don't forget, don't underestimate that part of it. It's an expensive box. Why don't we get a Mickey Mouse in there? I feel like a Mickey... No. We'll put Mickey Mouse in a different thing. We'll put Mickey Mouse into, like, the other shuffle. Well, actually, I don't think the other shuffle would fit a Mickey Mouse, because Mickey Mouse would need to be expensive enough. I want to put another card in there, though. I do. Into the well, not just the Poke Shuffles, the live customs. So, next up, we have an order from Hunter Tipton, one of the Gem 5 boxes. Good choice, good choice. Yeah, so Captain Pikachu comes out of these, and in more ways than one. You can pull a regular holo version. And these boxes are real good right now. Let's see. Okay. We got chicken bake, shrimp bake. Is it still $1 for top loader? Yeah, did you want something top loaded? Was it pricey? I might do it for free if it's pricey. If it's cheap, it's $1, okay? So you can always top load anything you want for $1. By default, we top load things that are like $350. All right, now you ready? Snip of this. Here's one of these. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. I don't know what this song is, but it's very catchy. Yeah, we got buff breaks. I'd like to see the Ghastly finish. He's one of the older ones. There we go. Neo Ghastly with 7 spots remaining. Ready. Joltik. Little Growlithe. Ooh, blinded myself. There he goes. Little Raboot. Oh, we have a gym break as well. We have a gym break. You guys can join this gym break to boost your gym score by like 3 spots. Should it be 4? I think it's 3. Beatrice is in there. If no one else joins, this will not go off in time to boost your score. Is 6 here? 6 you here? Is Surge here? I think they're the winners. Goes, you ready? Crocodile. Oh. 6 Riftbound Origins, sir. Have no fear, we will get to that. Just been a lot of orders in the PayPal queue. We're actually surprisingly busy, Mr. Tones. Here it is. I'm going in order. Oh, look at this. Very good. Here's a code one. And here's Pikachu. You want a sleeve on the Pikachu? Maybe. There you go. And the bird. Chansey. Houndoom. So you got the Quaxley Duck evolution. He's, oh, double hits in here. You also get this AR as well. And this is the Wattrell or whatever it is. I don't know what it's called. The bird. Going this way. Hunter Tipton, thanks for the big order. Let's find his bag. All right, let's just see. Ah, Hunter Tipton. Ooh, all right. I'll grab this. Oh, yeah. Put this here. And we'll put this behind as well. There we go. Hunter Tipton. This shall say 7.26, number 2. Baggy number 2. All right, good. So we created a fresh bag for you there. And let's jump forward. So we just actually finished the PayPal queue. And so now, let's see what's going on with the website. Well, look at this. It's Mr. Alexio Alvarez's turn next. He wants an English OP13. Ooh. Mr. Alexio, you got it. 1 English OP13 and 3 of the Ascended Heroes. Wow, that's a lot. All right, 3 of the Ascended Heroes. He's going deep. That's a big order. Did I read that right? I did. That's a big order. All right, let's see what's going on there. Mr. Alexio, good luck. We're sniping the manga tonight. Okay, snapping some of these. Okay. I like that Meganium, man. He's 100. Tossing this. What we got? School Bunny. Rayquaza. Rawr. He's like a hit. I always sleeve these. Okay. So nice. Now here's Darmanitan, Staraptor. Here's Spectrier. All right. So nothing good at all coming out of Ascended Heroes. Just hollows. You got 1 Rayquaza technically. How about this Carrying on His Will OP13? You got 2 hollows. Ooh. Ooh. All right. 2 hollows it is. I'm sorry. Wow, that's rough, man. That's part of opening up cards for sure. Mr. Alexio, let's find your box, which is right here, I believe. Let's see. About this bag. Here it is. Mr. Alexia, he went so deep, and he did not pull any alt arts. Proving once again why alt arts are so expensive to buy. It's PSA 10s. We'll put these in here with your other hollows. All right. Good. What's next? Mr. Anthony, 6 of the Riftbound Origins. All right, let's find those. Riftbound Origins. Ooh, my slabs tipped over. Why do I have so many slabs laying around? Oh my god, dude. Okay, hold on. Wow, this is terribly annoying. I just had a nice, neat little pile of them. And then they tipped over because we started hunting around for the origins. Wow, there's just so many slabs. All right, there we go. Here are the origins. I took them out of their box. That's why I wasn't finding them right away. So there's 3 there. And now, move this around, move this around, move this around. Here we are. Fresh booster box. How you like that? Pretty good. Let's go ahead and rip this open. Slip. Ooh, quiet chat. Is anyone talking? No one's talking. Real quiet chat. There you go. All right. Tossing this. That's okay, guys. We don't need to talk. We can just sit quietly and look into each other's eyes like lovers do. There you go. There's a quiet understanding between us. All right, 6 of these. Anthony Paniagua, ready? It is. I can psychically tell what you guys are saying. You know, that's the kind of connection we have here. I can psychically feel it. You are? You guys are over there singing, "Kissed by your rose on the grave." All right, what we got? So here's Excited, Blind Fury, Icathian Rain, Icathian. I don't know that word. Here's Daughter of the Void. Oh, the Daughter of the Void. Oops. Oops. Okay, next pack. Here's the Harrowing. What was a Pokemon investment you missed out on? I missed out on a couple. I mean, very early on when I got into Pokemon card collecting, I could have, in theory, I could have bought first edition PSA 10 Charizard. He was for sale at one point on eBay for like $60,000. Did I have $60,000? No. But I actually could have borrowed money from PayPal to buy him at $60,000. I didn't want to take that risk because I just, you know, it's a lot of money. So I just didn't do it. So that ended up being a card that could be worth the $500,000 now. Another big mistake. I had a chance to buy Legendary Collection Gengar, PSA 10 for $10,000. And I said, he's overpriced. Now, that was a fair conclusion at the time. No one knew he was going to go nuts. But at the time, Gengar wasn't famous. Like, you could go buy the fossil Gengar for like, I don't know, it was like $3,000 or $4,000. So, you know, who's whipping out $10,000 for the legendary one? It's just something you could do, but it wasn't a big priority. And at the time, by the way, at the same time, the Misaki Gengar was a $12,000 card. So the legendary collection Charizard or Gengar was actually cheaper, and the Misaki Gengar was more expensive. So when you looked at it that way, you said, well, the Misaki one's the one you need to collect. And so, no, that was not right. Legendary collection is apparently very popular. People like it. All right, Anthony. Ta-da! Where's your baggies? Another thing I did that I kind of regret, I sold my Crystal Guardians Blastoise, which I liked that card. And now that card's probably like 40,000 or some crazy number. So I'm never going to see that card again. Oops. All right, very good. He's just a cool Blastoise. I also, just before the Pokeboom, I sold my Dark Blastoise like a dummy, dude. I love Rocket cards, so it really hurts giving up my Rocket cards. Some other things I did that maybe I shouldn't have done. I should have pushed harder to get a Torchic Gold Star. At the time, I could have afforded one, but, you know, he got up to like 60,000 as well, and I was just sort of like, I don't even like Torchic. Who cares? Another mistake would have been, I'm trying to remember. Oh, the PSA 9 Gold Star Torchic. I sold that to... He's a gentleman who doesn't come here anymore. He went really deep, and he was buying, like, really high-end cards from me. And then he just kind of stopped. I think he gave up. Like, I think he felt like maybe Pokemon wasn't a good investment. His name was Anthony, I think. It was Anthony something, but I don't remember. And he bought the Gold Star Torchic off of me for $5K, which at the time felt like a steal because I'd only bought it for like, I don't remember. It was like, I must have bought that for like $1,000 or something. I bet you that card's like 30,000 today or some, probably higher than that. It's probably some absurd number, like 50 or 60,000. And so I sold it to him and I didn't replace it. Well, no, that's not true. I did replace it. After I sold that to him, I obtained a CGC 10 Gold Star Torchic. But I like the PSA 9 Gold Star Torchic as well. So, oops. Your biggest mistake is avoiding the ponchos. I don't really keep track of those at all, so I don't really know how well they've done. But, man, those are ugly. Those ponchos are some of the ugliest Pokemon cards. But, you know, if other people like them, that's all good. I hope my staff cards were a good idea. Yeah? Oh, Anthony Kalura. You got it, Anthony Kalura. He's been pretty good to me overall, so I was happy to get him those items. I actually also sold him my PSA 10 Fossil Dragonite First Edition Holo. And then the market started moving, and I rushed back out, and I repurchased one off of eBay. So luckily, I was able to replace that before the big market move. But he almost caused me to not have that card because he wanted it, and I sold it to him. You know, the sad part is I'm pretty sure I talked to him about it. And I'm pretty sure he told me he had already resold the Torchic and he already resold the Dragonite. But I'm not 100% on that. I can't. The memory is foggy. It's just that if he did that, that was a big mistake. Shouldn't have done that. All right. What do we got here? We've got Mr. Anthony, 8 of the Riftbound Origins. You got it. All right. So now we got Riftbound Origins and it's brand new. It's just been opened. Let's get it. Mario and Luigi Pikachu have been really good. I'm just not a huge Pikachu fan. I got a couple Pikachus. I'm just not the biggest Pikachu fan. I mean, I should have bought Legendary Collection Pikachu too, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basically, Gold Stars and Legendary Collection cards were both top tier. That's what we learn over time. I didn't do bad, by the way, with the Legendary Collection. I have 3 Legendary Collection Charizards. and they've been selling for like 120. So that's, the three of them add up to like 360 or something like that in theory. So I didn't do too bad on those, and their story's not over either. I think those cards keep going up. They're definitely rare. We are. Got myself a Gold Star Charizard, Gold Star Gyarados. So I did the best I could with the money that I had in the end. I didn't have a lot of free money lying around in the end. Actually, one thing I could have done differently is I could have gone into debt. I could have borrowed money to buy Pokemon cards. That would have been the right move. Had I borrowed, let's say, $100,000 to buy nothing but vintage slabs, I could be sitting on $400,000 of vintage slabs today. So that would have been a good debt. But that kind of leveraging is so disastrous if it turns out that it goes the other way. So, you know, it's a pretty dangerous gamble. And I never did that. I always operated from cash. Jinx! All right, you can keep Jinx. I still remember when you bought that Gold Star Gyarados on stream for 20K, good times. The funny thing is, I always wanted that card, and every time he popped up for sale, I would like argue with the person selling it to lower the price. And I'm like, bro, that card's not worth $15,000. You should sell it to me for $13,000. And they'd be like, heck no, dude. And I'd be like, well, I'm not buying it. And then I'd walk away. I ended up buying it for $20,000 instead of $15,000. So I paid even more. And they were extremely wrong about the price after all. For example, they should have kept it themselves. They should have never sold at 20. 20 was peanuts. It was nothing. So they made a mistake anyways. The mistake is they undersold it. So yeah, it's a pretty wild ride. I say this about Pokemon cards. You can't spend a lot of time bemoaning what you should have done or what happened. If you do that, you're just always going to be stressed out from that. Don't do it. It's not healthy for you. Just ask yourself, what am I supposed to be doing today? And, you know, get out there, go earn more capital and invest it somewhere new. Go invest in something. But you got to get some capital together first. So you got to do some kind of work. You got to do a thing that somebody doesn't want to do. That's where the money comes from. Some kind of work. Some kind of adding of value to society. Here we have Ari. Oh, yeah. Oh, mommy. All right, there we have it. An additional 8 packs. Still taking orders? Heck yeah, dude. Send those orders in. It's only $4.19, guys. We could go all night. I'm too late in the Pokemon market. I'll stick with the index funds. Sigh. Here we are. We don't know what happens next in the Pokemon card market. There we go. All right. There we go. Ta-da! That goes into Anthony's bag. Let's grab Anthony's bag. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, we don't know what happens next. Maybe this is the peak. Maybe this is the bottom. We were talking about that with the SpaceX stocks, too. Like, what's the top? We don't know. Oh, yeah. Bot ARN425. FC me, mister. I got an LC Reverse Mewtwo 8.5 CGC Blue Old School and Market BLS. Is that correct? I don't know. Are you asking how much they go for? Hopefully they go for that much. If so, you know, you're very lucky. All right, now we've got Miss Kayla Taylor. Top load the Cyclops. Oh, your man, Cyclops. Your bestie? Now, what category is he in? Is he in husband material category, or is he more like a side piece kind of category? You know? There you go. All right. Whoa. There you go. Okay. Yellow and blue colors, huh? That's interesting. The Jinx 100 might need to open more. Yeah? You looking for the Jinx? What's the best gem pack for pulls, mister, in your opinion? Oh, the Chinese sets. What's my favorite Chinese set? Definitely 151 Surprise. It has the Pikachu Gengar. There's no doubt about it. That's my favorite one. But it's the most expensive. Like, I don't know if you're going to get rich opening it. You basically have to get lucky. Now, if you're asking which one am I going to get rich on, I'd open the latest one because it's cheapest. The latest one has Captain Pikachu in it. It's still pretty cheap. And it's got some nice stamped cards in it. So, yep. 151 Surprise has already kind of been discovered, and so the price is pretty much where it should be. It's really expensive now. Eddie's going deep for live customs. All right. If this isn't a hit, I'll eat my pokey hat. It's their giveaway soon. Oh, yeah. How many likes do we got? You know, I can't see the likes anymore. Likes are resting at 25. And the views are at 68. Let's see what the views bounty is. Views bounty is 76. We need 76 viewers or 40 likes. One or the other, okay? All right, so 1, 2, 3 to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good luck in there. Oh, man, won't it suck if he misses? Oh. Oh. Oh, my God. Oh! Oh, man, that's hard to watch. Woo! Nothing but net. Perfect shot. That is pretty rough. Let me get you a bonus card, okay? I'll get you a bonus card. Wow. All right, so here's Charmander. You're going to get this card for free. Put it into your bag. Promo Charmander. And then you're going in the second chance bag, obviously. Ouch. There's going to be a run on the live customs in like 2 seconds here. Okay. Tossing that guy in there. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Wow, that's insane. It can happen. I mean, there's a lot of packs in there. There's a lot of packs in there, so we're going to say 10 of hearts. Kabu. Tops. P9. It's a question. That's a Chris Hansen reference from an old Chris Hansen one. There it is. It's a question. There we go. I think 6 is going to hit on the live customs. The Sylveon exclusive is beautiful. So now you guys get a stinky Kabutops in there. This is the era of the poker cards because we got a lot of them. Let's see, 350. The poker card time period. That one's kind of cool, Snivy. I like the Jigglypuff. The Jigglypuff's from 1996, so I like that one. I like those. Okay. Do you think buying every set is worth for the investment, or is it just certain sets that you look for? There's only one thing I buy now, and that's poker cards. Wigglytuff. Poker cards and poker card accessories. There we go. All right. One of these. One of these. So a couple poker cards going in there. A couple poker cards going in the Poke Shuffles too. Those have been heating up with poker cards. You know why? Because we've been getting a lot of poker cards back from PSA. Tag will eventually send us back a submission, and we'll have stuff that's not poker cards from Tag. But for now, we're getting lots of poker. So you're going to see some of those. All right, what's going on here? What do we got next? Here's an order from Sarah Dewsbury. 1 jumbo Poke Pack and 100 to finish Slab Away. You got it, Miss Sarah. Slab Away. She's got the Neo Hound Doom. All right, let's go pull it. She got a really good card here. not in here? Oh, here it is. Right at the end. Whoa. Check that out, guys. Now, what is this card worth today? I bet it's like 1,500 or some crazy stuff like that. Was this a card where I was selling it and then replacing it? What's the deal with that one? Do you remember? Was that one I was selling and then replacing? I'm just curious. Neo Houndoom Japanese. Oh, he's not that crazy. He's a cool card, though, man. I like this card. All right, I thought maybe he was like 1,000 now. No, but he's about 750, so you paid exactly what he's about worth. All right, I'll set this over here. All right, I was reading the comment there about keeping the product sealed. You can't keep your product sealed. You got to open it. Those are the rules. Let's take a look at these two items. We have a Mewtwo 9 and a Gengar 9. Now, I know this is going to be cheap. Bet that Gengar's like, oops, where's this coming from? Bet that Gengar's like 250, right? Didn't we have one of those? Somebody else graded one of these, didn't they? Okay, Gengar. And here's Mewtwo. Do you know how Kakashi got his Sharingan? I'm going to use my Sharingan. Tell me about it. How did Kakashi get his Sharingan? Sounds like a big tail. Mewtwo 229. Ooh, konnichiwa. That's what he said when he entered the room. He said konnichiwa. Ooh, konnichiwa. Mark did right. All right, let's grab this. Oh, yeah. 35. Getting crazy in here. Now, how about this Topps Gengar? This very nice Topps Gengar. Another 8 Origins. Ooh, sounds good, sounds good. All right, we're going to get to that. That's Italian. This one's in Canada. I am going to set this one a little higher at 300. So we have one. I believe we have a consignment Gengar, but this one is not the consignment Gengar. All right, so he's going to be a little bit higher. Let's go take a look at that queue. Oh, we weren't done with Miss Sarah Duzelberry. We still have to open her Poke Pack. Come on, guys. We got to get Sarah's Poke Pack. Oh, Sarah. Sweet, sweet Sarah. What do we got going on here? Hey, look at that. I saw us hit 71 viewers. Very nice, very nice. All right, what do we got? 1 little, 2 little, 3 little snips. Okay, we'll snip this. Brandon, you're not collecting any more Pokemon? I don't know. I know why. It's because you're collecting GA Bunko, huh? The new GA Bunko set. There we are. There we go. You're not even going to get a poker Pokemon? All right, what we got? We've got a Copeland. Which Brandon? Sorry. I'm just giving you a hard time. Here's Absol. Ooh. What about this Pokemon White? Oh. Okay, you got this guy for this. Oh, you got an AR. Okay, you got Crustle. I'm speaking prophetically from the Holy Spirit. And he's telling me, Mr. Brandon, or she or something, is telling me that you need to plant a $3,000 Pokemon seed. There you go. Very nice. I don't collect, I absorb. Sounds like a very sponge-like activity. 1. Ooh, I love opening up the rocket packs. I wish we could just open whole boxes of those. I missed that set. Here's a Abysside. Ooh, okay, you pulled the Wraith Bell. Hunter's Bell. Here's Magikarp. Sableye. Here's Future Flash. Toxtricity. I was thinking about it, but prices are too high. There we go. You think they'll crash back down? What if they just go higher? Here's Glimora. Here's the bear. Here's the cat. Oh, look at that Skarmory. Here's Lucario. Aha, Mawile. Here's... Aha, Alakazam, maybe. And a cold one. Come on, bro! We need some heat. Cold. This is looking like it might be a cold round. Here's Nihil Zero. Oh my gosh. Wait, what do we got? You did it! You got the pink-haired boy! All is forgiven now. The pink-haired boy has arrived. Alright, well, all of this could be forgiven if the 151 pack just had Charizard in it. Okay. How do we know if the 151 index fund isn't overpriced? What if it's going to crash? Here's... Oh, man, that's a stinky round. I'm sorry, Miss Sarah. That's a rough round in the jumbo pack break. Or the jumbo pack. Wraith Bell and pink-haired guy pop out, and just one AR. That's truly a tough round. I'm sorry. Look at that, guys. You want a little bonus card? I'll get you a bonus card. I've been handing these out like candy. Yeah, get a little Charmander for you. I'll get you a little Gengar, too. That was really, really tough. So you get a little Charmander, a little Gengar. Ghastly, I mean. All right. Ghastly the Gaslighter. Sarah, you got to back up here. Sorry, Sarah. There we go. It's always darkest before the dawn. There we go. Grabbing all these. Quiet the night, huh, guys? Kind of a quiet night. This is when I start going off into my monologue. What do you guys want me to talk about? You tell me what to talk about it, and I'll talk about it. You tell me what you want me to talk about, and I'll talk about it. I might just buy PSA 8 or PSA 9s. What? Nah. Look, this is what you need right here is a cute little Snivy to keep you up at night. Hey, buddy. Look at this Tingle. Now that's investable. Here's Flaffy. Very cute. And here's... Oops. Here's the birds. But we're missing one. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. I love Snivy. Oh, Silent Night. How does that go? Oh, Silent Night. I don't know how that goes. Yeah. Flat Earth. Nah. I'm more into octohedral Earth. What's the lore behind why we call you Mister? Did you hate it at first? There is a little bit of lore. It occurred in the very first year of running the stream. There was this kid in our Discord server talking to me in private message. It was just like maybe like a 5-year-old boy or something, 6-year-old boy. And he got into our Discord server and I did not want to talk to him. And he kept messaging me in private message. And what he would do is he would just say, "Hey, mister," and then I wouldn't respond. And then he would say, "Hey, mister," and then he'd say it again. And then he'd say it again. So he would just like, he wouldn't give up. He'd be like, "Hey, mister. Hey, mister. Hey, mister. Hey, mister." Because I wouldn't respond to him because he was too young. I didn't want to talk to him. And then finally at the very end, he asked this question, "Do you like Charizard?" So I get a Discord private message chat of just this kid going, "Hey, mister, hey, mister, hey, mister, hey, mister, hey, mister, hey, mister, hey, mister," like 50 times. And then, "Do you like Charizard?" right at the end. So I remember I was making fun of him for that a little bit in the stream. And that's how the name got stuck. That's where it actually comes from. So that started a very long time ago. "Hey, mister." You know, he would throw in a little more. He's like, "Are you not talking to me? My mom got me this. Do you like Charizard?" And, you know, it was too goofy for me. 2 spots in the OP Luffy. All right, you got it. Miss Sarah, the OP Luffy. Here you go. Elon's AI and cyborg future. "Hey, mister. Mister." Yeah, he would be like, he would have like a line where he'd just say "mister." So it's just this kid calling me mister. I'm like, bro. At the time, you have to realize I was only like 30 or 31 years old. Yeah, I'd have been like 31 years old. And he's calling me mister. I'm like, oh, brother, dude. Mister, do you like Charizards? I like Charizards. There you go. We used to make fun of kids more in this stream, but you know the funny part is, as the years fly by, some of those kids are hitting 18 years old, and now I'm regretting not being nicer to them, because they would have probably come and hang out with us and open some cards if I hadn't beaten them up so much. That was a bot, mister. That's funny, always wondered. Yeah. Well, we used to get a lot of interaction with kids in our stream. There would be kids who would come in and they'd say, you gonna share the code cards? Because people would get those code cards. All right, so we're on to the website orders now, and we have Mr. Nicholas Pacheco. He's next. He needs 3 live customs. All right, you got it. Do you miss the children asking for codes? A part of me does. I do miss it. Because it felt like you had something, you know, like you were lording it over them. You're like, oh, we have codes. Oh, we're drowning in codes. We've got codes coming out of our ears. So part of me felt like, you know, the king of the castle. We had the goods, you didn't. Yeah, it was kind of a good feeling. It's like, oh, I bet you want our codes. Too bad you can't have them. Boom. All right, we've got Ursula. Boom. Bosk. And... you did it! Top Zard! Hallelujah! Oh my gosh! How can someone be this lucky? Nicholas Pacheco. Dun 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 dun. All right, about time. Holy moly, man! We're going through so many packs with nothing. I think there were a lot of people trying to pull this particular card. You just got it. Is it this one? No. Wait, where is it? Oh my God, please tell me it's in the box. Please tell me it's in the box. Oh my God, if it's not in here. It's not in here. It's not in here. It's going to be that Charizard we broke the other day, isn't it? Is it this guy? We hosted a break on a Charizard. Wait, where'd he go? We hosted a break on a Charizard. It's that guy, isn't it? Isn't it part of a break? Let's see. We hosted a lightning break and it was a Charizard, was it not? Oh my God. We never put him into the box. You guys you got to keep an eye on me because this has happened more than one time. All right, hold on. If I create a card like this, but I never put the slab in the box, we're going to accidentally sell the slab. I have to put the slab in the box. That's the final step. Now, as you know, my name's Never Forgetty, so I never forget these things, but you might want to check in on me in case I'm distracted. I think we broke it. I think we hosted a lightning break on it. We hosted a lightning break on a Top Zard 8, didn't we? Didn't we? How much did we break it for? $200? Oh my gosh. All right. So this card is obviously gone. Here's what you have, Nicholas Pacheco. Since the card's officially gone, you have a full $200 store credit. No 90% reroll. You can do whatever you want with it. You can just go back into the box, in fact, if you wish. All right, so this is going to say 200. It was sold for 200, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was. NHCC won it 1 in 5. Yeah, I thought it was a 1 in 5. Wow, that's so dumb of me, dude. So you have $200. You're up from 75. You're ahead, actually. And if you wish, you can roll all of that back into the box to see what happens. Or you can spend it on, I don't know, anything. I don't care. You can get into a break. You can buy a slab outright, like Snivy or something, or whatever it is you think is hot. I'm Pokey Rich. You went from 75 to 200, so you're up. You're up. You didn't even have to re-roll for that. But yeah, it's my fault. I guess I never put the Charizard into the box. God, I'm dumb. Mr. Never Forget, put the fries in the bag, put the slabs in the box. They call me Mr. Never Forgetty because I never forget. I always remember what to do. Here's Mr. Anthony coming up. He says 8 packs of Riftbound Origins. You got it, Riftbound Origins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You think about what you want to do with it, and I'll do anything you tell me. Not anything, but lots of things. I hear 6 is selling feet pictures. We are. Let's flip this. Speaking of which, what time is it? 4:42? That's it. The gym breaks are over, guys. The gym break tournament is over. It's the end of the stream. Today is the 25th. This is the end of it. So we're about to have a final battle between Sergio and 6. I don't even think either of them are here. All right, you ready? I think they're both asleep. Sleeping. Ta-da. Okay. Here's Blind Bunko. Oh, the 9-tailed fox, huh? Looking good. She's looking foxy. Okay, good for you. Doing well. Here's some of these hollows. If you ever don't want these big chunks of hollows, you just let me know. We can donate them. Here's Last Breath. Okay. Here's Haunted Bidet. What? That's a crazy card. Here's some hollows. Here's Victor, and here's Clockwork Keeper, Shakedown, Swift Scout. How about some Taylor Swift Scout? There we go. Thank you so much, Mr. Anthony. Tossing all these. You probably have a lot of hollows by now. You probably have some unbelievable amounts of hollows. Actually, it's kind of weird. You've got this one bag. Is it because you shipped recently? You must have shipped. Oh, you did ship. You shipped because you pulled that Siggy. Oh, yeah. Congrats on that Siggy, man. That Ari's signature or no? That's the Ari signature. That was it. We just passed it by. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Mr. Anthony. All right. It looks like we're going to put Mr. Robert right into the Luffy break. I want in the Luffy break. Thanks, Mr. Robert. There it goes. Over numerousness. Can you show us the Ari real quick? Wait, are you saying you actually did pull a signature and I just kind of didn't notice it? Is that what you're saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this is 6. We just reached 6. Why did I already have it written up for 6? All right, we're 6 out of 12 on this. Let's jump back over here. We aren't sure. Oh, I didn't see a signature, but maybe I was blind. I don't know. Put this here. Tons of hollows come out of these sets. I don't know if you do things with those hollows, but you ever want to give them up, you let me know. Maybe we'll work out a trade for them at some point. I don't know if I'd trade $5 for them, though. I honestly don't know what they're worth, though. All right. 9-tailed fox Ari. I'm not seeing a signature, but it is a nice etched card. So that's the deal on that one. Real lovely etched card, not a Siggy. Okay. You know what I did today, guys? I watched that first episode of Walking Dead from season 1. Man, when did they release that TV show? Like almost 20 years ago? I can't believe how old it felt. It felt really old. And there was like this feeling to it like, whoa, you watched this when you were young. Been such a long time. I must be like 16 years old at least. I should probably get something. I haven't ordered in a while. Yeah, we got some really cool breaks running. People ask, you know, what slab to buy and not what slab break to jump into. We got some nice slab breaks. Here's a nice Ghastly. Here's Let's see. We got the pack splits too, I suppose. All right. So you take a look at that. But, da-da-da, it's the end of the gym break tournament. Deck 3, 90 days, 325. All right, let's see who the winners are. All right, those all get thrown. These are saved. Here's my scorecard. These get thrown. I ought to do something with this. I don't know where LaFlame's bag is. This is Alicia Brown's card from a different time period. She doesn't get to use that. Lotad, in case someone wanted to make a custom Lotad card. Look, they only did one gym break, and then they said, you know what? That's enough for me. Look at this impressive one. Andy Valdez, he got 4 wins and then just walked away. He said, that's enough. This one, too. So this is a really impressive card, but it's from a previous round, so it can't be used here. Now, this can be used. That's Marius Larson. Arturo tried one. Joseph Smith has a 1 and 4. Ouch. Hunter Tipton. Wow, he really did quite well. Look at that. Oh, my God. Look at this Hunter Tipton card, guys. He got 4 wins in a row, and he already had a huge lead. So Hunter Tipton's done extremely well over time. Wow. That guy must really like the gym breaks because they've treated him well. Gabriel Gallegos' Gengar. Okay. Nicholas Pacheco. Carlos Chaveras. Hawk Camacho. Miss Beatrice. Brandon Wong. And then here is one of the winners. It's 6. She had the most losses. Miss Alexandra. We'll save you for the next round, Alexandra. All right, and then Sergio L12 is the actual top winner for this round. So you will notice he has won a total of 11 gym breaks. Wow. 6 lost, a total of 8. Pretty rough. All right. Now, the rest of these need to be placed into people's bags. I'm going to leave them here, right here maybe. Let's see, Hawk, Carlos, Gabriel, Hunter, Alicia. Yeah, I'm gonna try and leave them right here and try to remember to put them into people's bags as we go. The scorecard box is empty. Now, 6 with the horrible luck. We'll put Sergio on the left and 6 on the right. This is the last time we'll use deck 3. Thank you, everyone, for your donations to it. Let's see it real fast. Patrick, Nicholas, Soul Despair, Victor Kokiko, Sarah Dusenberry, Oscar, Ivan, Nicholas. These are mine. Some energy cards. Victor, Mark. Mark donated gumshoes. That's cool. Switch opponents, Pokemon. So I tended to do all of the trainers and stuff. In fact, when I donate a card, I might just not put the name on it at all. And that'll make it simple. There's a TCC. So I donated the Cobalion. So it's just a cool little deck, you know. It's whatever you're willing to give up. You can give up, look, this is a common card. You can give up a common card even. It doesn't matter. Nicholas William gave up a common card from the XY era. That's cool. That was the deck. And, of course, we got to have a Ditto. Dittos are special because they transform into their opponent. So they can either win or transform. They can't lose. That's what we made the rules. All right. It's Sergio versus 6. Winner's bracket and loser's bracket. 6 can actually beat Sergio and be the winner of this season. This, what would you call it? This Battle Pass season? What do you guys wanted to call it? A tournament? Season 1. Only one person can walk away with the special role. Is the Zard SIR still in there? No. So the gentleman who donated that withdrew it and sent it off to grade. Which is probably for the best. I mean, it was kind of a ridiculously good card, wasn't it? All right, good luck, you two. Let's see what happens. We normally do best out of 3. Should we do best out of 4? So you need a total of 3 wins, I believe. Best out of 4 for the end, guys. Oh, man, that's a good start. Might as well get that out of the way. So, Dragonite it is. Okay, the match just started. Sergio's got round number 1. Round number 2, Jinx for 200. That's strong as well. Remove trainer energies. Drudigon. So that's round 2. Sergio needs one more win. We're doing best out of 4. Okay, you ready? Gumshoes, the Trump Pokemon. He's making a shady deal with Iran there. Oh, but Cobalion will actually beat Gumshoes. So now it's 2-1. All right. Oh, Nidoran's not very strong, actually. All right, Nidoran with 60 HP. Slowking with 120 HP. It's 2-2 now. They're actually all tied up. Next person to score wins. Oh, you can't be jealous then with 270 HP. What do we got? Oh, it's close, but it is it is going to Mr. Sergio L12. Sorry, 6. That would have been a fun upset if you had actually defeated him. And so what this means, Sergio L12 gets to keep the entire deck number 3. All these Pokemon cards are his. Maybe he'll give 6 one that she likes. All right, 6, for fun, let's save this card. We'll put it in your baggie, okay? Let's see. Wait, does she have a baggie? She might have just shipped. I forgot about that. 6 might have just shipped. Let's grab her a fresh baggie. Best out of 5, you mean? Yeah, you meant it was best out of 5. I might have meant best out of 5. I'm kind of... I knew what I wanted in my head, okay? I knew what I wanted in my head. I might have meant best out of 5. First person to win 3. Yeah, that's best out of 5. Because once you've won 3, the other person can't win anymore. They can only get 2. It's over at that point. All right, so we're going to say 6 on the front of here. That's what I meant. I meant best out of 5. I had a feeling of what I wanted. I knew what I wanted. But I did not communicate it well. Wow, so all these become Mr. Sergio's. How cool is that? Maybe he will keep it in the original sleeves just for fun. There you go. Wow. And now the scorecards are all reset to 0. Okay. Pretty neat. So the new season, season 2 has begun. We're in season 2 for the gym breaks, and it's going to work the same way. There is one more thing that Sergio gets. He will now have a special role in Discord. I don't know his name in Discord, so he will need to send me a private message to get the role. But the role will be a brightly colored role, so it's a pretty envious role. And I don't know what it should be called. It should be maybe refer back to the battle tower or something. Like the battle tower winner. There we go. Sergio suffering from success. So that was the end of D3. I guess I could put this empty box over here. And we're working on D4 right now. Where'd I place it? Here it is. So this is D4. Anyone who would like to donate here, just to be part of the fun, is welcome to do that. Donating cards it's a pretty silly thing because you get to see your name up on the screen when we're playing, and people see who's donated to make the deck fun. So you can see I've already placed some cards in here. Sometimes it's fun to have 2 cards of the same health, just because you might pull boop boop like that, and then it's a tie at that point. Are gym battles over cheap slabs? Yeah, they're generally over all kinds of things. It could be cheap slabs. It could be an expensive slab too if you get somebody who wants to do it. So you can do a gym break over this big guy right over here for 285. But that's going to be like 143 from each of you guys. So I don't think you're going to find somebody who wants to risk all that. But yeah, gym battles they're like a little game of Pokemon War. If you ever played that when you were a kid, did you play War? And it's whoever pulls the higher HP Pokemon wins. It's just really fun. So let me go ahead and grab this. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of entertainment. That's what we do. We specialize in having a bit of fun at the cost of losing all your money. Let's jump over here to... Should this be a clip? I'm at least going to put it into the breaks history. This is going to say... Sergio wins Season 1 of Gym Battles. at the 2 hour and 30 minute. Is it already through 2 hours and 30 minutes? Jesus Christ, dude. Wow, time's going by so fast. Man, I've got this fake scammer in my my DMs. I'm a girl. Can I send you a link? Crazy, man. People try so hard to scam each other. It's nuts. Now, before we continue here. Oh, look at that Beatrice right there. So we need to take Miss Alexandra. Wait, was Alexandra? Oh, here it is. Ooh, headache. Oh, the headache's starting to get strong. I had a minor headache. It's starting to kind of flare up a bit more. There you go. So Alexandra's back in there. As you know, I'll make you a custom scorecard for $3. You don't need one. You can just use a plain old energy card. You get the new Magic the Gathering set. I did, yes. It's on the way. Hopefully it'll be here soon. If I use my store credit to get 8 live customs and send for 2 more, do I get 1 for free? Yeah, I can do that for you because the store credit can be used however you want. So if you want to buy 2 more, you can get a total of 11. Is that right? How much is 200? Is that 8? Yeah, so you can do that if you want. Let's see. Mr. Robert's done. Here's Mr. Robert going a little deeper. He wants a whole box of Gem 5. Wow, okay, let's get it. Gem 5. Robert Wright, how you doing, man? Ready? How'd you guys like that? Was that fun? If I knew Sergio's name in the Discord server, I could go set him up with that roll. You gotta reach out to me to tell me about it. So every 90 days, you get 1 shot to get that roll. That's a pretty rare roll then. All right. Snipping this. Snipping this. You should be drinking around 6 to 16 ounces of water a day to be fully hydrated. Yeah. I drank a bunch of, I just drank here earlier a minute ago. I drank that whole bottle. There we go. All right. There we go. Did you say that because of the headache comment? Everyone thinks drinking water fixes headaches. It does not. It 100% does not fix headaches. There you go. That is a myth. Here is Houndoom. There are some people who get headaches from dehydration, but you can drink a gallon of water and still have a headache. So there's headaches for reasons other than dehydration. Here's a Vivalound. Oh, Vivalound. Okay. Cold. Drink water. Eat food. If you have any mental issues, fix that. Okay, here's this. I know you don't speculate outside of Pokemon, but aren't football cards soccer for you very undervalued, seeing how it's the largest sport in the world, and even baseball cards are more expensive? Oh, you're asking my feelings on football cards. I got no clue, dude. You know, you can just look and see in hindsight what's doing the best. So you can just in hindsight track whatever is making the most money. And something tells me Charizard's at that top of that list. Or whatever. Gengar, apparently. Here's a Stunfisk. Here's Raboot. Here's Chansey. Look at that Chansey. So cute. She's so good. Here's a cold one. Here's Captain Pikachu. All right. Look at that. Yeah, I've heard people complain about sport cards in general being like overprinted, being like they fluctuate too much. Like maybe you get a guy who's doing really well, but then he's surpassed by like a new player, or he gets caught in some kind of scandal. You know, so I hear, quote unquote, investing into sport cards can be a little trickier, a little more complicated than Pokemon, because you can invest really heavy into some guy and he just screws up. And now his cards aren't worth as much. They start to decline. Pokemon's real steady. There's no betting on them in the sense that we're not waiting to see how well that Pokemon performs. It's just pure desire. That's it. Like what do people want? And then, oh, they say, I want this Charizard. Football as a whole makes a lot more money than Pokemon, if that's what you mean, but it hasn't really seen demand in Europe. Look at this. We got Vibrava, Pipichu, Chansey, Magneton, Vivillon, and Houndoom. You know, there's all kinds of things you can choose to collect. I didn't really grow up watching soccer, football. So for me to collect it, my heart just wouldn't be in it. And I wouldn't want to pour countless hours of research into it, trying to understand every detail. And I wouldn't watch every YouTube video that pops up or every short that pops up talking about it. See, I have a passion for Pokemon, and that's what makes me, at the end of the day, so good at selecting, you know, what I think is about to improve or what I think might be overvalued at the moment. Mr. Robert. So there might be somebody out there who has a really big passion for football, and he would be a good choice for maybe playing around in the soccer cards, football cards. And maybe he makes himself into a millionaire from, you know, being so good at trading with those. But, you know, I'd probably get rickety wrecked. It's hard to beat somebody who has a lot of time, a lot of focus, and a lot of passion. They're going to end up in the long run just outperforming. I mean, unless you're like a lot smarter than them, which plays a role too. But I don't know how smart I really am. What do you guys think? You think I'm smart or you think I'm dumb? Rank my intelligence, not my luck. You think I'm smart at all? I think, here's the deal. I think I do all right, but I don't think I'm like a genius. Yeah. I think maybe I hit above my weight in some areas, and then I'm maybe a little slow in other areas. And I'm not a genius. I'm not like some super math whiz or anything like that. I'm just very persistent. That's a powerful thing, persistence is. There we go. The Grassbucket ones could go to the gym deck. What if the Squirtle Squad had a wild night out in the town and the price drops on any water type? Yeah, exactly. They're being rapscallions. They're being rapscallions. And people perceive them as just kind of naughty, and so, you know, the value of the Squirtle Squad goes down. I should have a bag. Mr. Robert Wright with the bag. Okay, let's go looking. I don't think I saw one. Let's see. Robert Breeding, Rodrigo Cruz, Robert Churchill, Rockstar Mahi. Rockstar Mahi still has a bag. Oh, man, we got to get him his cards. Rowena, Robert Call. This is expired. Robert Call's bag is very expired. Now, box number 2. We've got Robert Wright. That's the one we just created. Rigo Riley, Robert Herman, Robert Tumman, Richard Pamat, Renel Gamboa, Richard Campos. You might have had a bag. Maybe it just had a few cards in it. I might have taken it if it got really old. Let's see. Ryan. Wow, Ryan Searles. Look how old this is. That says 324 on it. That's just like impossibly expired, man. Let's try this RX box. RX could have your stuff in it. Ruben, Raymond, Raphael, and Ruby Sedano. Okay. I can't find it. I'm going to bet it's maybe been moved out. I should have a bag with the Poker Umbreon. Well, I wouldn't take a bag with the Poker Umbreon in it, but, yeah, you might have had an old bag or something. You can put one of them cards in the Gym Breaks deck. Okay. Give me a second. I'll do that real fast. Let's grab this. Robert Wright. Let's see. You want me to take a Pokemon and put it in the deck. How about a cute little Sunflora? Sunflora is a nice flower Pokemon. We can use a flower Pokemon. Okay, we'll put this here. How old was the bag? Do you have any idea how old it was? It's possible I did move it out as an expired bag, but I feel like I feel like I recognize your name so well that I wouldn't have done that, but I don't see it in the RO boxes. Set that there. It had a Poker Umbreon. You said I could keep it longer as an international, and only had 2 cards in it. Oh, it's a very small bag, huh? and I said you could keep it. So the first thing I would mention is, in order to keep it, we would need to constantly update the date on it so it doesn't expire. So I don't know if you were checking back in and updating the date on it, but that's a very important step. So that's one of the requirements, actually. You have to come in and update the date on it. The other thing I would say is, if it's so small, could it be just sitting around somewhere? I mean, it really comes down to if it expired or not. Here's Reed Watson. So even if I said you can keep it over here a long time, you still have to renew the bag. You have to, basically you have to step into the stream and say, hey, go ahead and reset my bag for me. But I don't know if we were doing that. Last year, you said I can keep it as I'm international. Yeah, that's pretty normal. So I tell that to all international guys. I tell them they can keep their bags as long as they want over here. Here's a Randy. But the thing is, you have to keep updating the date on it. So after a full year passes, or at least before a full year passes, you got to grab me and say, hey, update my bag. Let me see if I just run into it or something. You know, I don't really keep expired bags anywhere anymore. Let's see. That's kind of an expensive card to replace, though. Those all just say nothing on them. I suspect your bag got taken. That's my suspicion. And what do we know about that Umbreon? Did you pre-grade it? Was it a pre-graded Umbreon? Grabbing this. Let me move these into a baggie. This doesn't sound good, does it? This sounds like it's possible the bag got taken. Robert Wright. Would we have taken a Robert Wright bag? I mean, I would have recognized the name right away. I recognized the name Robert Wright quite quickly. It's possible it's sitting in like a abandoned bag box somewhere, but I don't really do those anymore, so I don't have like a centralized place for them. But it's possible I just moved it off the table. Let's see, Pokebra. I'm looking for it, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to find it here at the very least. I got like 100 boxes of bags, not 100 boxes. I have like 10 boxes of bags in the closet behind me. I can look in there, but let's see. I found a Daniel Clark. TCC test bag. There we are. Umbreon, huh? Pre-grade, you wrote 10 on it. I was excited. Pre-grade was 10 plus BGS Black Label likely. Cool Kids box? That's not a bad idea. Let's check this Cool Kids box. I don't think I would have put a simple Umbreon in there, though. Ugh. All right, let's see. No, that would have been too easy, huh? Brett Love's got some cards in here. Hope Brett Love comes back. I'll put these back in here. Robert Breeding. Man, if it's not in these boxes, I can't imagine it being anywhere else. Let's see. I guess what I should do is get you maybe a replacement Umbreon. That's all I can think. All right, put this back over here. It's kind of too bad because I don't actually know what happened to your cards. So it would make me feel better if I knew if it was just sitting somewhere. You know, these boxes, they fill up to the brim sometimes, and that's when we start checking for expired bags. But I feel like I wouldn't have taken your bag. But I don't know. Maybe if it said like it was really, really old, maybe I did. Jonathan Morris. Wow, we haven't had Jonathan in here in so long. All right, so I'll have to move on from here. But it sounds like I'm going to end up owing you a Umbreon or something like that. Let's see what's in here, huh? So this is an example of an expired bag. And he's got a couple cards in here. It's a little Celebi Venusaur. That's kind of decent. So yeah, people just kind of abandon these bags. I don't know why they do it. Look how old this one's from. Look at this, Mr. Robert, is from 3/23, and then the last update was 3/24. Damn, that was a long time ago. So what I do now is I just put it on the left, and that's it. It'll get processed eventually. All right. Robert Wright with probably an Umbreon somewhere. In order to fix the issue with the Umbreon, I'll have to find out how I can locate another Umbreon. And now I'm going to jump over here and see if there's any other website orders. It looks like we have a Nicholas Pacheco website order. He does want to do the trick with the store credit card. He's buying 10 live customs. He's going to get a bonus live custom. All right. Was Robert the name on it? R Overflow. Maybe lost in the move. There is an R Overflow box, but I checked it already. Yeah, I checked all the R boxes. So Russell, Ruben, Raymond, Raphael, Ruby. So it's just not in here. My best bet is, you know, if the bag became over a year old and it only had, like, let's say it was a thin bag, there's a very fair chance I just bopped it away. And I probably didn't even think twice about it. I just said, okay, here's a bag that's expired. I probably didn't think very hard about it because I don't see it in these boxes, and I just don't think it would have gone anywhere else. 10 live customs. Get ready, everybody. All right, you ready? I'm not sure what we could do to investigate it. It doesn't seem like it's investigatable. All that would have happened would have been, at some point I would have said, this bag's too old, and then I just would have put it away somewhere in the expired bags place. It really could still be sitting around somewhere. It could be like an unprocessed bag that went to the, you know, shelf full of bags. I got like this huge shelf. It's got like all these boxes full of bags, but many of those are processed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, let's find out what happens with these. Nicholas Pacheco going real deep. He would have paid for pre-grade. Well, yeah, you can check for the pre-grade for sure. Ah, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea, double checking the pre-grade. All right, we've got this guy. Okay, and we got, one turned around card, maybe 2, maybe 3. 3 if you're lucky. Okay, here's Chainsaw Man, Reze, Hat Girl, Spectrier, Marshadow, My Sweet Piano. Come on, come on. Boom. Oh. So hopefully whatever this is, hopefully it's pricey because you just got 1 pull. I was expecting at least 2. You got 1 pull. All right, what's going on with this? Jim Tentacruel. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, Jim Tentacruel. I don't know how expensive it is, but that's a nice vintage card. That'll be hard to want to re-roll. Placing these over here. I was trying to read my own handwriting. I was like, what did I write? All right, so you got the Jim Tentacruel 9. Plowed through like Bonnie Blue. Mister can't read his own handwriting. It almost looked like it said Gian. And I'm like, Gian? Gian what? Tammy, okay, Tammy? Tammy, don't throw stones in a glass house, Tammy. We are. Wow. Major downgrade. I take it back. That's a tough round, Nicholas Pacheco. That is a tough round. I thought it was a good card because it was vintage, but the Misty's Tentacruel is only 100. The live custom strike again. Wow. I bet you were close to something. You had to have been. You can explain the stamp on the right side of the Ghastly again. Oh, yes. So this is the Ghastly Break, and this is the first edition stamp. This figure over here means he's from Neo Destiny, which is one of the really cool Pokemon sets from the past. Let's see. Oh, you talking about the Trick or Treat? You talking about something else, Timmy? Oh my God, you were 1 pack away, Nicholas. Wow, talk about depression. Oh, I see the sun's up. Talk about depression. Tops Spiro right there. Wow. You almost had it. It's going to get shuffled into the box on the next round. Wow. You were one away. Oh, man. You got to be jerking. All right. Crazy. You're kidding. I'm not. You were one away from the Spiro chase card. You could have had, if you had ordered, let's say you had ordered 3 live customs instead of 2, you would have gotten the $100 Tentacruel and the $400 Spiro. Man. That's so crazy to watch. It's just fate, okay? You can't overthink it. It's just fate. Sometimes it literally is. I mean, what else could it be? That's just how it's meant to go down today for you. And, you know, I try not to dwell. Yeah. Man, in that life, man. Reroll. You're re-rolling it? Oh, no. You can't do that. That's such a bad choice. The Misty's Tentacruel is so nice. Okay, I'll re-roll it for you. He said re-roll it. Okay, so it's going back in. These are yours. Toss this out. All right. I would have kept the Misty's Tentacruel, but there is a chance that you re-roll into a big hit. But see, the problem is you know that the biggest hit is at the front of the box, so you're not going to have a chance for that. But that doesn't mean something else can't come in. So what'll happen here... Okay. That's like watching him say yes to an LA5 when he could have an LA10. That's right. I deserve an LA10. I can't believe that's why that guy went broke. I deserve an LA10. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. It's so ugly. No, I love this card. Oh, man, how could you say that? Oh, heartburn. I love this card. Very nostalgic for me. All right. So that goes back in for 4, and your roll is for 3. Ready? All right. And a 1, 2, 3. A 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Okay. Ferradicator. Oh my God. I don't know, bro. Oh! Jumbo pack. All right. Well, you're in a new place. You can either open the jumbo pack or re-roll the jumbo pack. So you're good. You're going from 75 to 150, which is 125 re-roll, by the way. Let's go find this jumbo pack. Where do we store it? Is that it? I found it. Okay, so here's the jumbo pack. Now, the good news is you can re-roll the jumbo pack. You don't have to open it. But here it is. This is the jumbo pack. All right. So jumbo pack's actually pretty fun. Astral Radiance, Chilling Rain, Vivid. Got some Gem 2, Abyssai. There's maybe a Magikarp in there. Got some Goosebumps. Chainsaw Man, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Animal Crossing, The Boys, Minecraft, Jujutsu, Final Fantasy. So that's what a jumbo pack is. Heck, man, I'm gonna toss a bonus card in there. So we're gonna toss this in here, whether you re-roll it or not. There you go. All right. So I'm keeping all sealed if I pull. So you can either open up the jumbo pack or re-roll it for 125. This will be heartbreaking either way. Astral Radiance, Chilling, and Vivid are Sword and Shield packs, so that's kind of cool. What are we thinking here? This is a tough choice, but we're actually running out of time, Mr. Nicholas. No more orders, guys. No more orders. It's tough because a whole round of packs is tempting versus going back into the box. Re-roll it. All right, re-roll time. Okay. So this time, I'm not going to write, should I reduce the value of it? I might just put it back in for its full value And then each time you pull it, you just get the full value of it, right? Why would I do that for the jumbo pack, but not for the slabs? Doesn't make sense. Yeah, we'll bring it down to 1. You know why it is? Because I don't want to have to draw this card every time. That's why. I don't want to have to draw the card. Oh, well, so maybe we put 125 here. Okay, so we'll do that here. 125. All right. That'll work. So, this shall go back into the box. Now, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We gotta hurry. It's 5:20. I'm not supposed to be up this late. I'm supposed to be climbing into bed as we speak. All right, let's see. All right. We're lost. There's no rules. Okay, that's good. Okay. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's see if we can go from 5 to something better than 5. 1, 2, ooh, 3, ooh, 4, 5. All right, now we're having a good time. Now we're having a good time. Double pulls. Let's see what we're looking at. Mewtwo and Pikachu P6. Let's see. That's this guy. We just put this guy in. Oh, but he's pricey, 175. Ah. All right. You can't cry now. This is a good situation. You're in a good situation. Where's our Pikachu? He's a P6. Oh, you did just fine. That's a $325 value. All right. You're doing just fine. We're all busy feeling sorry for you, and it's not even the end of your turn. Look at this, guys. This guy doesn't deserve any sympathy or pity. He's doing fine. All right, now what? Bro got blessed by the Poke Gods. He's going to keep re-rolling, keep you here all day. We could, if you needed to keep re-rolling for a very long time, we could postpone it and start again in the next stream. So that is possible to do. All right, God is good. Keep. All right, very nice. You sure you don't want to re-roll? Okay. You rolled down real bad, and then you rolled back up. Very lucky. There it goes. Okay. Grab these. Whew. You've had some tough luck. I've seen you have some tough luck in the Pokey Shuffles before, and probably the live customs before. So this is a good night. I'm gonna toss these in here with the junk cards. What is that Pikachu from? He's a Seal DOS Pikachu. I had to put him in that box quick before he got snatched away by Ivan. Actually, Ivan started buying those, and I was like, oh no, because I really wanted to put those into the actual live customs. Okay, click that reroll. I know, that was really fun, wasn't it? We have a Mr. NHCC, $80 shipping. You got it, man. So let me write that down here. All right. Shipping. There you go. That was great, RNG. Very lucky. Well, guys, it's 5:25. I had a great time with you all. Let's take a look at the likes real fast. Let's see. I'm going to hit pause on this. We're at 38 likes, so he didn't manage to get the giveaway to activate. I'm going to hop off for tonight. Thursday daytime stream. Let's see if we have a better round on the giveaways. I'll see you guys there, okay? I'm hopping off. See you later, everybody.